The hardest truth in American politics may be this: voter fraud isn't the biggest problem, corruption is.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the Conservative Circus with James T. Harris.
We've got a lot going on in the world today, but one of the biggest problems we're facing is something we just, I think, are coming to terms with, I hope. But it might be too late, to be honest with you. We're talking about corruption. And I'm not talking about a guy filling out a ballot for his dead grandmother.
What if he's got 50 dead grandmas?
See, this is what I'm talking about.
And a stack of hundies.
It's coming out. We're learning more and more about what took place in Los Angeles, and it's a whaled oil machine that's been taking place across the country. I'm talking about a system that's become so comfortable with incompetence, secrecy, loopholes, and partisan gamesmanship that nobody in power seems interested in fixing it anymore. Did you notice that? We're learning all of this stuff is popping up, on video, and nobody cares. It's the way the system is. It's this is how we do it. This is the law. Every cycle, we're watching the same movie. Ballots show up days or weeks after Election Day. Voter rolls are questioned. Signature verification standards change. Lawsuits fly. One side screams fraud. The other side screams conspiracy theory. Then everybody goes home and nothing changes. Nothing. Why is that? Why doesn't anything change? And here it is. Because too many people benefit from the confusion. They just do. And yeah, we know that the left side of the aisle, they're big, they're big winners, but so is the right side of the aisle.
Oh, I thought you said big wieners.
Well, they're big wieners too.
Oh, okay.
They have a lot of wieners in their party, like by name. Anthony Weiner. There was recently another Weiner, wasn't there? Or it was a guy acting like
Eric Swalwell.
There you go.
Not so big from what
Ooh.
Average size wiener.
If you wanted Americans to trust elections, you make the process transparent. It's really that simple. You clean voter rolls, you'd verify citizenship, you'd require identification, you count votes quickly, you create rules that are simple enough for every citizen to understand. But we don't get that. And when you ask for that, you are rebuffed. Instead, we built a system so complicated that lawyers, consultants, activists, bureaucrats, and politicians all make a living simply arguing about it. They make a living talking about it. They don't want it fixed. And this ought to terrify us. Half the nation believes elections are rigged. If you believe that elections are rigged, raise your hands, please. Are you looking around?
There's selections. From the primaries to the general to all of it. It's all a big club, and you ain't in it.
You ain't in it.
Well, I mean, some people might be. I don't know who's watching us now that we're on YouTube at 550 KFYI. We might actually have some people in the club watching the show. So it's a big club, and most of us aren't in it.
That's not a democracy problem, is it? Oh, our democracy. Shut up. Shut up talking to me about democracy. The corruption isn't just in the counting of ballots. The corruption is the refusal to answer legitimate questions. The corruption is in media organizations that immediately dismiss concerns that they don't like. The corruption is in politicians who only care about election integrity when their side loses. Watching the Democrats now accuse people, they accuse people of being election deniers. And then they turn into election deniers. It's quite stunning. Everybody wants rules. Nobody wants rules applied equally, because that would just, Democrats would lose. The corruption is widespread. The corruption is killing the republic. At some point, we have to ask ourselves this painful question. Are we trying to protect elections or are we trying to protect outcomes? I think we know the answer to that question. The people running the system tell us to trust them, but trust is earned. How many people here trust the Maricopa Board of Supervisors? How many good people in Arizona?
See any hands. I don't see any hands. Pablo. Oh no, Pablo was just scratching the top of his head. He wasn't raising it.
We don't, and this is crazy. We have the players on the air right here in the center ring, and they don't make sense. Oh, it's complicated. Well, that's why you're here, to explain it. We can't. It's complicated. You're just going to have to trust us as we defy court orders. Local, in our own backyard, we can't get answers. There's nobody in Maricopa County that's comfortable with the whole election process. Nobody, and yet it doesn't change.
Katie Hobbs seems okay with it.
Is she? Is she? She doesn't even debate.
Well, yeah, so she's very comfortable with it.
Trust us. Trust is earned every single time. And every time our concerns get ignored, every time the transparency is resisted, every time common sense safeguards are mocked, that trust erodes more. And it's to the point now, you're looking at what's happening locally. You look at what's happening, nationally. You look at what's happening out in California, and you're just like, why do we do this? Maybe this is why so many Americans are frustrated, because deep down, many people have concluded that corruption isn't a bug in the system. Corruption is the system. I can't get over what's playing out in Los Angeles right in front of our face. They just lie in front of your face, and then more and more corruption is popping up. We got videos. You're going to listen to some. Homeless people voting from Skid Row, being told who to vote for, getting paid for the vote. The people benefiting, well, they don't care about fixing this. Karen Bass doesn't care about fixing this. Ramen Noodles doesn't care about fixing this.
That's just mean. Her name is Nithya Ramen.
Okay. Nithya Ramen Noodles.
Okay.
We got a nation that has lost faith. We lost faith in elections, and eventually we're going to lose faith in government. And when that happens, look at what's going on in Belfast. We're going to talk about that in the 7 o'clock hour.
Streets are burning.
Yeah. When people lose faith in the government, the excrement's going to hit the fan. And once that happens, everything else starts to fall apart. Coming up next, voting on Skid Row. It's a thing now. It's a thing. My friends, I want to tell you about an appliance that more and more homeowners in the desert are calling essential. It's a Life Source water system. If you live in the valley like I do, you know our tap water is some of the harshest in the country and filled with chemicals like chlorine. Some people still use old-fashioned water softeners, but those systems don't filter the chemicals from your water, and they can be a hassle to maintain. That's why so many families are making a switch to Life Source. Life Source whole house water systems filter and condition the water throughout your entire home without salt. Just clean, healthier water from every tap, even your showers. And here's what really stands out. You deal directly with the factory. Life Source has been building, installing, and standing behind every system for more than 40 years right here in the USA. Right now, during the summer special, Life Source is paying your sales tax. That's up to $1,000 off a new system. but only through July 4th. Call 1-800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. LifeSource. Taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
And a new wreck reported southbound I-17 near Glendale, so watch for delays in that area. Then the 101 headed eastbound near 35th Avenue, dealing with crash activity off left. On the westbound side of I-10, there's a vehicle fire at the Baseline exit ramp. Then 10 westbound near Saraval, you've got a crash off right. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Goldberg and Osborne, the injury lawyers.
The Eagle. Goldberg and Osborne has more than 2,200 five-star Google reviews, like this one.
They made sure I got a great offer. Like a bulldog, they fought for me.
The bird is the word. Visit Goldberg and Osborne at 1-800-THEEAGLE.com.
While nations fight for the world's biggest trophy,
The World Cup.
the greatest to ever play on the global stage
Donald J. Trump, that's me.
is on the pitch.
We have the ball.
Check in often for the score.
We're winning.
On 550 KFYI and the free iHeartRadio app.
Here it comes. Surprise! The people above your catering business are doing major construction, and the drilling is only during business hours.
It's so loud.
Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting personalized discounts on a commercial auto quote with Progressive.
Also, that isn't powdered sugar on the floor. It's plaster from your ceiling.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
This 25th anniversary of 9/11, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation remains committed to honoring the heroes shaped by that day. Heroes like NYPD Detective Victor Vargas, a U.S. Air Force veteran who died from pancreatic cancer after serving in the World Trade Center recovery efforts. Tunnel to Towers honored Detective Vargas by paying off the family's mortgage. You can donate $11 a month, and you can amplify your impact with a car or land donation. Go to their website, the letter T, the number 2, the letter T.org.
NBC News focuses on the facts, looking deeper and listening wider. It's clear reporting, free from opinion. Facts, clarity, calm. NBC News. Reporting for America.
Stop guessing. Call Lund Mortgage. Get pre-qualified. 623-875-9940. LundMortgage.com.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Morgan & Morgan isn't just an injury firm. It's our family's life work. It's my husband. It's my sons. It's me. When we take a case, we see a family just like ours. $30 billion recovered is something I'm proud of. But what I'm really proud of are the families we stood beside. It's an honor to fight for you when you need our support the most. Morgan & Morgan, for the people and your family.
Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Arizona lawyer will handle Arizona cases. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Take control of your food with Harvest Right. A home freeze dryer lets you preserve the meals your family already loves. Fruits, vegetables, leftovers, even full dinners, and keep them fresh for years. No waste, no preservatives, just real food whenever you need it. It's simple to use, surprisingly affordable, and a smart way to stay prepared for anything. Whether you're planning ahead or just saving money, Harvest Right makes it easy. Learn more and shop today at harvestright.com.
Why isn't everyone doing this? That's the number one question we get at Life Changer Loan. You see, if you have great credit and are good with your money, there is zero reason to be in a traditional mortgage. I don't care what the rate is. Our clients pay off in just a few short years because they do their banking inside their mortgage. Skeptics welcome, because it's not magic. It's just math. So check us out at lifechangerloan.com. That's lifechangerloan.com.
Arizona Mortgage Broker number MB1002031, NMLS number 1863775, Life Changer Loan Corp. is an equal housing lender.
Neighbors you know are talking about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation, like Rosemary.
I heard about Galaxy through social media as well as on the radio. I wanted to have Galaxy come out and redo my back patio. It runs the full length of the back of the house.
Galaxy Concrete Coatings is not epoxy. It's 4 times stronger.
Galaxy was great. They were very thorough. They were very clean, very efficient. They cleaned up after themselves. I was very impressed with the crew.
Commercial or residential, Galaxy transforms pools, patios, garage floors, driveways, and more. And also, it comes with a lifetime warranty.
The reason I chose Galaxy is because of the durability. We've got pets, and so sometimes they do have accidents. It's very easy to just hose off. My neighbors have come over, and every single one of them have said it's beautiful.
Click on Galaxy GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com. And remember to like us on Facebook. Galaxy Concrete Coatings. We are out of this world.
This is three-time Pro Bowler LeVar Arrington. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by IHOP.
The Marlins shut out the Diamondbacks 8-0. Cardinals coach Mike LaFleur canceled the team's final mandatory minicamp session Wednesday. Said rookie D lineman Caleb Proctor suffered a torn meniscus during OTAs. Could miss most of the upcoming season. The Knicks completed the biggest comeback in NBA Finals history, rallied from 29 down, stunned the Spurs 107-106, take a 3-1 series lead. I'm Ron Tomas.
Make today a little better with IHOP and the IHOP Value Menu, where a full satisfying meal is just $6 any day of the week. Picture fluffy pancakes, crispy bacon, and eggs, or try the new BLT stacked high and served with fries. Big flavor, just $6 every day. $7 in some locations.
Everyone's talking about the FIFA World Cup.
But did you know the only place to hear the action for free is iHeartRadio?
What on earth have we just witnessed?
iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026
live.
Can you believe it?
Every unforgettable moment.
wherever you are.
Lock in your preset now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Just search World Cup.
And don't miss the U.S. men's team's first match Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern.
The world will be listening.
How about you?
Hey, it's Garrett Lewis. I'll get you the latest on Iran, and an Arizona Democrat said a really dumb thing about ICE. I start today at 4 on 550 KFYI and the free iHeartRadio app.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus 550 KFYI 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app.
You thought I was going to miss this great opportunity to play one of the best hair metal bands of the 80s and early 90s?
You know, I see Pablo's back there like jamming to it. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? The Skid Row.
This is Skid Row, Sebastian Bach. I mean, there aren't many opportunities left here in America in 2026 to rock out 18 in life. But when you're talking about paying for votes in Skid Row in Los Angeles, you got to break out Skid Row.
Yeah, absolutely. And good on you for doing that. This fits 100%. You know, I am sick to death. This started, it didn't start, but it was highlighted again on Sunday. President Trump is talking about voter fraud, and you have Kirsten Welker on Meet the Press saying, you don't have any evidence. Where is the proof? I hate that. That has been weaponized. President Trump says, well, there's plenty of proof out there. Generalities are not going to work anymore.
The proof is statistics.
Correct.
The proof is time and time again, mathematical irregularities that defy the norms occur in the middle of the night, days after, and look, I believe George W. Bush said it. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me again, won't get fooled again. Like, how many times do we have to see mathematical outliers that are once-in-a-lifetime events? It happens election after election at this point, and then they dismiss. The news media dismisses,
yes.
Or actually they don't dismiss it. They ignore it purposefully. The scores of homeless people saying, yeah, they paid me $2, $3. I got 4 cigarettes.
We got, this has been going on for years.
Think about it. In the governor's race in California, we heard Tom Steyer, the billionaire. If you do the math, he ended up paying about $220 a vote that he got in the primary. What a moron. I mean, Karen Basshole and particularly Nithya Raman showed us you don't have to spend $250 on advertising campaigns or clever. Okay. You need a stack of $1 bills and some Newports.
The point you're making here is so good. And also the fact that the media ignores it. It used to be that money was the mother's milk of politics. Remember that, being told that? And if you had a big war chest, you were pretty much guaranteed to win. Things are so bad with the Democrats right now. Their policies suck so much. You can have somebody with a boatload of money like Steyer who can't even make third place.
Nope. All you need is a carton of cigs.
All you need is a carton of cigs and a well-oiled machine. Now, who was this? O'Keefe.
James O'Keefe.
Went on the cover once again. It's not Project Veritas. What is it now?
No, he's the Truth Project.
Yeah,
he and Project Veritas had a split.
They had a little parting of the ways. Parting of the ways. But they're still both doing good work. And they had a guy down on the street just interviewing people on Skid Row. Oh, where's the evidence? You have no proof. Well, let me give you Exhibit A.
We live in Skid Row.
I live in Skid Row.
And then would they come down here and try and pay you to vote?
Yes.
On a ballot?
Yes.
How much they pay you?
$5.
And they said, here, come and vote for these candidates?
Yes, sir.
They told you who to vote for?
Yeah.
So they told you to vote for Karen Bass or India Rahman?
Karen Bass.
Did you vote for Karen Bass? Yeah. For $5? And they're doing this for a lot of people?
Yes.
How often do they come down here?
Probably like 3 times a week.
3 times a week? You get the ballots?
Yep.
Wow, to vote for Karen Bass?
Karen Bass or whoever else.
Nithya? Yeah. Crazy. Yeah. How long you been down here for?
Been down here 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
Are you just saying the snapping all the time?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
like
yeah.
The whole business, huh?
Yeah.
Would you call it fraud?
Yeah.
Now look,
wait a minute. Yeah, it's fraud. Wait a minute. It's fraud, but all I did was take the money and sign the ballot. It ain't me.
Look.
Yeah, it is.
If we're operating on the pretense that one person, one vote, being homeless doesn't exclude you from being able to vote, but getting paid to vote for a particular candidate, that's a crime.
You know, I want to go back to the original. You got to be a property owner to vote. You got to be a property owner. James, what about slave? What about it?
But think about this. If you had to show ID, it would reduce this. If you had to match, I mean, in California, to sign a mail-in ballot, to cast a mail-in ballot, you don't even have to match the signature to the signature on file. So if these people are willing to sell their vote for $1, what's to say they don't cast 5 or 6?
That's exactly what was going on, Aaron. They would come down there on consecutive days with a big fat list. Okay, today you're going to be this person, sign there, and then they vote for Bass again. They did it day after day after day. Exhibit B.
They have us like a name already set for us, and they just want their little signature.
So they give you names to sign.
Some, yeah, a lot of them do.
That's fraud.
That's fraud.
So the next time Christian Walker wants to get indignant with the President of the United States or anybody, can we just show, in fact, we'll just give her the link to this show on YouTube and go, cram it up your
I give you
pie hole.
Exhibit C.
Did you vote?
Yeah.
Oh, you did for Karen Bass?
Yeah. Karen Bass. That's her last name, Bass?
Karen Bass.
Don't even know her name.
Nithya Rahman?
Karen.
Karen? They told you to vote for Karen?
Yeah. They had to sign a little thing.
And how much they pay you?
It was like $2.
$2?
Oh, to sign off on a thing to vote for her?
Yeah.
And so they do this for everybody out here?
Yeah, they come out here all the time.
Okay.
Get everybody to vote out here.
Why the sister only get $2 and the other girl, the white girl, got $3 and the dude said he got $5?
I think you know the reason.
That I don't understand. I don't understand. Why is it that the sister gets $2 and the white girl gets what?
That's why.
But there's no evidence.
None.
There's no
Just
evidence,
the
Mr.
people
President.
that are committing the fraud saying on record. But see, James O'Keefe is a right-wing conspiracy theorist, so we're going to dismiss that.
There's no evidence. Oh, my God. This is what I'm talking about. This is what's driving people crazy. You don't want the evidence. You don't want to see the evidence. You're saying that we're stupid, our lying eyes, conspiracy theories right in front of your freaking face. And nothing's done about it.
You need to breathe.
It's a matter of fact.
Breathe deep.
It's a matter of fact.
Breathe deep. No, your blood pressure's up.
It's a matter of
fact. The heart rate monitors are going.
As a matter of fact.
You're getting all worked up like I'm sure Mucho was last night when the Knicks came back. I fell asleep, woke up, and then all of a sudden I'm like, what, the Knicks won?
I was trying to go to, my wife was like, honey. Yeah, we'll talk about that too. Spencer Pratt.
You got the shit.
Spencer Pratt they mocked him.
You got the vapors.
Mocked him.
I understand.
Come on with it.
Just our country at stake.
Our republic.
The fate of the Western world.
We're going to talk about the fate of the Western world coming up next. At some point, you stopped calling it pain and just started calling it that's how I am now. That's not okay. And deep down, you know it. I love to help lead you back to normal, to the active, carefree version that didn't think twice about stairs, golf, travel, or just getting through the day comfortably. And I'm speaking from experience here. QC Kinetics fixed my shoulder, my elbow, and my back. The treatments were quick, easy, and I've been pain-free for years. I swear by it. QC Kinetics uses regenerative treatments to help people dealing with pain from arthritis or injury in their knees, shoulders, hip, and lower back without surgery or long recovery times. The science is real. The treatments are natural. Your body already knows how to heal. QC Kinetics gives it the right tools. Don't wait, my friends. The longer inflammation sits, the more damage it can do. QC Kinetics better starts here. Schedule your free consultation today with clinics in Phoenix, Scottsdale, Peoria, and Chandler. 602-837-PAIN.
ICE and Border Patrol will be funded through the end of President Trump's term. The president signed a nearly $70 billion package to fund the agencies today in the Oval Office after the long-delayed measure was approved in a House vote Tuesday. The bill's passage comes after a government shutdown and weeks of delays before it finally cleared the Senate last week. Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates is calling his meeting with Jeffrey Epstein a grave error in judgment. Gates appeared for closed-door testimony before the House Oversight Committee today, where he faced questions about his relationship with the late financier. According to Gates, he never victimized anyone. The former Centennial High School student, in the middle of a sexual abuse investigation, is suing the Peoria Unified School District. Lawyers for the student filed a notice of claim against the district, accusing leaders of failing to protect him from years of alleged sexual abuse. And America's friendliest airport is among the best airports in the United States. A claims management company called AirHelp releasing its annual global airport ranking yesterday. And Phoenix Sky Harbor International was named the 9th best in the country. The survey looked at service, facilities, and on-time performance. Now a check on traffic.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
Well, some good news now on the Loop 101 eastbound. We had a collision near 35th Avenue, really slowing things down, but it looks like that has cleared. We do have crash activity, however, on 59th Avenue, right around I-10, so watch for delays there. And a closure of Van Buren due to a serious wreck. This is Van Buren shut down between 83rd Avenue and 79th Avenue. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Capital One.
Capital One is a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports Network. Earn unlimited double miles on every purchase with the Capital One Venture X Business Card. Big purchasing power means you can spend more and earn more. The Capital One Venture X Business Card. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
America is turning 250, and iHeartRadio is celebrating with $250,000 in cash. Weekdays through July 4th, listen for your chance to win $2,500 so you can take the ultimate American getaway with iHeartRadio.
Sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys.
Happy birthday, America. It's Kevin Rowe from Lerner and Rowe, and we're giving you a shot at even more money to discover America. Go to KFYI.com now and register to win $2,500 from Lerner and Rowe. Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Dial 977-1900.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena. Streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
And you can be there
for a weekend full of superstar performances. Capital One cardholders. Pre-sale is live right now.
Your first access to iHeartRadio Music Festival tickets.
Plus the chance to add an access pass for an exclusive pre-concert event
with Weezer.
48 hours while they last. Get yours at iHeartRadio.com/Capital One.
All right, everybody cares about health, wellness, fitness, nutrition, and so many of us are guessing our way through our health, guessing what foods to eat, what supplements to take, wondering why some things make us feel better than others. Now, that's where Viome comes in. It's a simple, at-home gut health test that uses advanced RNA technology. It analyzes your gut microbiome to understand how your body is truly functioning in this moment. And from there, Viome then creates a personalized food and supplement plan designed specifically for your body. Right, Linda? You've been doing this.
I have been doing it, and the test is easy. It's got great steps. It walks you right through. It's easy to do. You can send it right in.
Take the guesswork out of it. Get real data. Go to VIOME/Hannity. VIOME.com/Hannity today. And when you follow their plan, you can expect better digestion, more energy, improved mood. Stop guessing. Start knowing.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-264-0149 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-264-0149. That's 800-264-0149. What do you have to lose? Call 800-264-0149. Again, 800-264-0149.
We all have someone we love, like the favorite lyric in our favorite song. You can't imagine life without them. So tell them today, I love you. Get screened. It could help save their life. Visit cancer.org/getscreened to learn more.
The Lovebird Lowdown with Tom and Tawny.
You know, flying's overrated.
Bold statement for a bird.
Constant flapping, wind in your face. Much rather be in a Toyota.
Hey, you're right. Smooth ride, comfortable, quiet.
Just cruising along.
20 people dream of flying.
Give it a week.
Bird brains.
Right now, get 4.99% financing for 60 months on our most popular models, including Camry, Corolla, RAV4, 4Runner, and Tacoma. Or get low 2.99% financing for up to 72 months on a full-size Tundra. With great deals like these, now's the perfect time to visit your Valley Toyota dealer. Toyota. Let's go places. 4.99% with $1,887 per thousand borrowed for 60 months. 2.99% with $1,519 per thousand borrowed for 72 months. Offers end 6/30/26 and exclude TRD Pro and Trail Hunter models. See dealer for details.
A world where AI is replacing jobs left and right, here's a great opportunity to build a business that's 100% AI proof.
Eagle Shield Reflective Insulation is expanding into Arizona with a limited number of franchise opportunities.
With over 65,000 installs in Northern California, this is a proven business built on technology developed by NASA and designed for today's surging energy costs.
This is a low overhead, 100% AI-proof business. No storefront, no massive staff, just a high-demand, hands-on service with impressive profit margins.
With record heat and rising utility rates, this isn't a trend, it's a shift. If you've ever wanted to own your own business or take control of your income,
you need to move quickly. To learn more from your mobile phone, dial pound 250 and say
franchise me. That's pound 250, say franchise me. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dialed text with more information from Eagle Shield. Dial pound 250 and say Franchise me.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
After years of anticipation and preparation, the World Cup is finally here. U.S. Captain Tim Ream says he feels good about where the team is at ahead of their first match.
You know, it's been a long 2 weeks, a hard 2 weeks, but guys are in a great position.
The U.S. opens the World Cup against Paraguay tomorrow in Los Angeles. More than 5,000 fans attended a practice session in Irvine on Monday.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup now on the free iHeartRadio app.
550 KFYI. Because real news deserves real voices. Guaranteed human.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app.
I don't know if you're ready for this talkback that we just received on the free iHeartRadio app, James.
Okay.
My beloved circus, this is Mucho Martinez listening on 790 KNST in Tucson. I wanted to comment on the LA vote. Psych! We all know they cheated. I really called up to say, go Knicks! One win away, baby. Go New York, go New York, go.
Mucho!
That's Mucho.
Mucho! Oh, that's fantastic.
Wait a minute. So we know he's listening. Mucho, get your ass to work. Where the hell are you?
Mucho!
And here, I thought he got deported. That's what you told me, James.
Actually, Mucho, we're going to have him on the show pretty soon. He's doing something pretty exciting.
Mucho's got some big things happening.
Yes, he does.
We're very proud of Mucho, and we'll let him tell us when he can break his news to the circus family. But
it is exciting. Mucho landed very nicely.
You know, Mucho went on to greener pasture.
And the Knicks last night, oh my gosh, well, you brought him up. You're thinking we thought maybe that would have given him a heart attack.
Well, at one point, I believe the Spurs were up almost 30 points.
Yeah, that's when I was like, okay, they got this. I'm going to bed.
And then what happened? It was like an L.A. mayoral election. Just as time went on, it just started chipping away.
More and more.
The points started coming in.
Buckets were rolling in.
And then by the end of the game, you know, I had fallen asleep because I was like, okay, this game is over. At one point, it was like late in the third. The Spurs were up 17, 15, 17. And I was like, man, I'm tired. I got to go to bed. And I went to bed. And then, like, a minute left in the game, I hear my son and my wife in the other room, on the other side of the house. Oh, blank word. My son, Dad, oh my, and I'm yelling. I'm thinking, oh my God, the dog's dead. What happened? And they were like, no, turn on the game. And I kind of sleepily turned on the game, and I saw the very end, and Jalen Brunson missed, and then and it was like, oh my God. And then I went back to sleep.
Okay, I look at this and I'm like, okay, what happened right before that? I guess the guy had the ball. He was going in for a layup. He should have just maybe dribbled around and just let the time, get fouled to go to the line or whatever. He tries to go, gets blocked. They run it down for that last shot.
And then he doesn't box out his guy on the put. It
collapsed.
The Spurs have the whole second half of that game. And then you go back to game 2 when Victor Wembanyama
made his boneheaded mistake. They threw away 2 games. And this is why I made my prediction that they're going to win the 6, because they threw away that game. Oh my gosh!
Now your prediction is over because in order for the Spurs to win, they're going to have to win in 7.
They have to be in 7, but they're not going to.
But let's be honest, the real game is tonight.
Oh, the hockey game.
The Stanley Cup Finals, yeah.
Okay, so this is
game 5.
Somebody can go up 3-2.
Yes, so the series is tied 2-2. It shifts to Raleigh, North Carolina tonight.
This is the game you were supposed to be at.
This is the game I would have probably gone to if the Knights won on Tuesday, but they didn't.
They didn't.
And so I wasn't going to shell out the money to go watch but if the Knights win, Knights win.
You're going to be shelling out even more money.
I'm going to try to convince the warden. Actually, the warden's going to be out of town again.
Oh.
The warden leaves early Sunday.
You got to be careful. You got to be careful. Yeah. Warden's going to be out of town. You're talking about being out of town, too. What would your son be driving?
Oh, he'll probably wreck the car again. But that's okay. It'll be the Stanley Cup Finals. I actually told him last night, I was like, look, I might go to Vegas. if you wreck the car, if you dent the car. In fact, if you so much touch the car,
just Uber.
I will come home and choke you out,
just
son.
Uber, son.
In a
just
loving
Uber.
way.
I'm going
in a
to
loving
Vegas.
way. I don't condone
Mama's out
abuse.
of town. How does this sound? Mama's out of town. I'm going to Vegas.
Yeah.
You Uber, son. And here's a little allowance if you get hungry. Ooh.
No, I ain't paying for him to eat. He got a job now.
Okay.
He can buy his own food. Heck, his boss buys him lunch every day.
Oh, you have to explain that. Coming up next, Jimmy Kimmel mocked Spencer Pratt in his opening monologue. Have you no shame? No, he doesn't. One global gold and silver expert is asking if silver is about to explode even higher. He looks to Iran for answers. Of course, Washington's war spending means more money printing. That's a given. And higher oil prices make solar energy with its huge silver demand more competitive. But the expert points to something else you should know. Global silver supplies are tightening because 56% of silver mine supply comes from copper and nickel ores. Processing them requires sulfuric acid. And check it out. Sulfuric acid comes through the Strait of Hormuz. Oh, my. Already, the Iran war has done long-term damage to crucial infrastructure, supply lines, and alliances that won't soon be repaired. Price inflation is racing through the pipeline. This is one of those times when the handwriting is on the wall. Take steps to protect yourself and your family with gold and silver. See my friends at Republic Monetary Exchange today. Call or stop by today. Republic Monetary Exchange. In Phoenix on Camelback, just east of 40th Street, 602-682-GOLD, or go to rmegold.com.
From the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center.
Watch for a collision Broadway right around River Drive, slowing things down in Tempe. Then you've got a crash Highland right near State Route 51. Got a wreck 59th Avenue at I-10. And a serious accident has closed Van Buren, 83rd Avenue over to 79th Avenue. That whole area, just try and avoid it. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by your Valley Toyota dealers. Summer's a great time to get a new Toyota. Get a great deal on a new Camry, Corolla, Tundra, or Tacoma, and you're sure to love the all-new RAV4. Visit any one of the 10 Valley Toyota dealers or valleytoyotadealers.com today.
Sean Hannity.
They lied and said the border's closed, border's secure. It never was. Under Biden-Harris Mayorkas, they flat out lied.
Today at 1.
Like they lied about Joe's cognitive state.
Listen to 550 KFYI anywhere on the free iHeartRadio app.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
When the news overwhelms, clarity matters. NBC News looks deeper and listens wider. Clear reporting, free from opinion. NBC News, reporting for America.
This is Logan from Cover Your Assets with Logan and Dawn. Worried about running out of money in retirement? You don't have to be. Schedule your free income plan today at sunvalleywealth.com.
Cover Your Assets with Logan and Dawn, Saturday mornings at 10 on News Talk 550 KFYI.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial # law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Phoenix summers can kill the outside of your home, so do what Lynn did. She called Rhino Shield.
It is a single-wide manufactured home. We moved from our stucco home, which we had the Rhino Shield on. Rhino Shield was what we were going to do. That was no question. We knew we were going to do it.
Rhino Shield's a ceramic coating. It's not paint, it's better.
The Rhino Shield representative came, and we discussed what we wanted done. And this time, we had the roof done as well.
Phoenix, right now, you can have the 25-year guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 10% off the regular price.
Even the people that have been a little younger than us have said they don't have to worry about getting just an everyday painter because Rhino Shield has the 25-year warranty, and we truly believe in this product.
Rhino Shield owner Jim Williams.
This offer is limited, so call me at 855-4U-RHINO. That's 855-4, the letter U, Rhino.
Go Rhino!
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Your home would already be paid off if you had reached out to Life Changer Loan the first time you heard these ads. Instead, you pretend to love your low rate, even though you have 25 years left of mortgage payments. Stop the insanity. Take the time to learn about a Life Changer Loan and why we have all 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. This is not magic. It's just math. So check us out at lifechangerloan.com. That's lifechangerloan.com.
Arizona Mortgage Broker number MB1002031, NMLS number 1863775. Life Changer Loan Corp is an equal housing lender.
I'm back to doing what I love and more, thanks to the Good Feet store.
Visit the Good Feed store today. Walk into any of the 5 convenient Valley stores in Glendale, Gilbert, Goodyear, Ahwatukee, or Scottsdale. Walk-ins are always welcome.
Hey, that was our exit. We're going to miss the first pitch.
Just got to make a stop at Fry's. I promised I'd bring nachos.
Nice. You have the Upside app too, right?
Upside? What's that?
Upside is a free app that gets you cash back when you buy groceries. And they just added Fry's stores in the Phoenix Prescott area.
Wait, I can get money back just for buying groceries?
Yep. And right now, new users can get an extra $10 bonus on their first Fry's trip with the app. That's up to $25 cash back on one grocery run.
Even this Fry's store right here?
Yes. Now pull over. Let's get some cash back on those nachos.
Upside is now available for Fry stores in the Phoenix Prescott area. Download the free Upside app and use promo code HOT5 to get a $10 bonus on your first purchase at Fry's. That's promo code HOT5 to get a $10 bonus. Remember, use promo code HOT5.
Offers vary by user and location. $10 bonus offer for new users only. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
From the Whitfield Nurseries Weather Center.
Sunny and 108 today, then partly cloudy with a low around 83 tonight. Breezy and hot tomorrow with a high of 109 and dropping down to 85 tomorrow night. I'm Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by Superstar Car Wash. Superstar Car Wash, the car wash with superpowers. Sign up for a free car wash today. That's right, totally free for a limited time. Because we love what makes you shine. See website for details.
Make us your #1 preset for instant access.
It's my go-to.
With the new iHeartRadio app, you can set a preset for 550 KFYI, just like your car radio.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app.
The microphone button there is...
You know what? You don't like me pushing buttons. Nobody wants me to push buttons.
But you got to turn your mic on.
But when I push the button and it doesn't turn on, then what?
Yeah, that's why I jumped up. People wondering on the camera there. I was like, wait, is this button on? Well, it's a 50-50 proposition with you, James.
No, it's not 50-50.
Sometimes you're pushing the wrong button.
There's only...
Should we point out the fact that somebody, I don't know if it was me, somebody earlier this week left a microphone on.
No, you know what? We determined, Pablo and I determined it was you. I was going to take full responsibility because I am a horrible button pusher. Mm-hmm. But no, that was not me.
Somebody left the button. Luckily, you just heard grumbling and rumbling. We didn't
pop off or something like that.
Say words that you can't say in church.
Here's what another thing that frustrated me. We were very frustrated first segment of the show, and we're talking about voter fraud. The Democrats have mastered it. It's a machine, and COVID just gave them carte blanche. COVID. We extended the mail-in ballots. Now it's mail-in ballot for everything. You got no voter ID whatsoever in California. Earlier this week, we played you Stephen A. Smith, who was shocked to learn that you did not have to show an ID to vote in California. As a matter of fact, there's laws against you showing IDs, to vote. It's madness because everybody knows that this is what you do if you want fraud and corruption. And who wants fraud and corruption? Well, the elites. Who wants fraud and corruption? The establishment, I believe, of both parties. I'm throwing Republicans up in there, too, establishment Republicans.
It would certainly seem that way. They haven't really done a whole lot to combat it. And then, remember, earlier this week, John Thune came out and basically said, when asked about the shenanigans in California, well, the bar is really high to prove voter fraud.
Again, that is the same thing as there's no evidence. The bar is not really high. You have people who are feckless, weak-willed men. Just, I can't. Catch yourself.
Or they're part of the same machine, and they have their own system in place to ensure that they get the votes they need.
All of that is bad enough. Then you throw Jimmy Kimmel in the mix. Jimmy Kimmel, who used his show just to sit here. Are you showing off your? Who's that?
We got a couple of people trying to guess what jersey I'm wearing today, and they've met. I'm not telling people; they're guessing on the YouTube channel. So
it looks like L.A. Kings, but that would be the wrong. Am I right? Holy cow!
Wow!
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's a vintage Marcel Dion L.A. Kings jersey.
I mean, it's good. That was
wow. But we digress because we don't want to talk about sports again, James. See, this is
we're still in L.A.
Insider.
We're still in L.A. You had Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel mocked Pratt. This is the guy who was surging. This is the guy who came in second place before the fraud really kicked in. And not only did they get ramen noodles across into second place, but they also got some tax increase across the line as well. Nobody's talking about that. Jimmy Kimmel.
You know, he clearly promised that if Karen Bass or Nithya Raman were elected mayor, he's going to move out of L.A. He said he was done with L.A. And Spencer, if you're watching, we are so sorry to see you go. What we do know, we're going to miss the hell out of you. You're a man of your word, and you've got to go. You said you were going to go. And I know things might be tight right now, especially the out-of-state donation money is running out. Moving is expensive, so to help you out, we rented you a U-Haul.
So they got him a U-Haul truck. They put all the balloons on it and cans behind it so that he can, the rattling cans as he drive. And they're just showing it and everybody's cheering Jimmy Kimmel.
Did you see Spencer Platt's response?
Yes, I did.
His response on social media was epic. Thanks. I don't need a U-Haul. It all burned in the fire.
And then he's showing his burnt out home. Like he went back to it because it hasn't been rebuilt. Right. He's just showing the remnants of his burnt out home saying there's nothing to put in the U-Haul.
Jimmy Kimmel's an a-hole.
He is an ass.
I mean, this same guy who's runs on TV and cries whenever things doesn't get his way is mocking someone for trying to participate in the democratic process. And, I mean, look, say what you want about Spencer Pratt. He's changed the way campaigns are going to run. And this is what you want, whether you're Republican or Democrat. This is a guy who lost his home in a fire, can't rebuild because of government incompetence and ineptitude and bureaucracy, and said, I'm going to run. And has said, look, I'm running as a Republican, but he's not MAGA.
No, not at all.
He's focused on issues that matter to Los Angelinos, and he's being mocked and ridiculed by some elitist who's been a Hollywood, establishment his whole career.
It is absolutely, it's just galling to me. It's galling to me that this is the way, you're going to go after the guy after it was literally stolen from him. You're acting like it was all legitimate. Hit the road. You made a promise. Look at all the lefties that promised to leave the country if Trump, was president. Only one or two of them really took him up. Rosie O'Donnell and who was the lesbian woman who had the show? Ellen yes.
Well, part of the reason she left wasn't just because of Trump. It was because she got caught up in a scandal and everybody was like, this lady that goes on TV and tries to be nice, she's a terror to work with.
Really?
Kind of like Katie Porter.
She wasn't nice to work. She was like Katie
was
Porter.
that kind of like berating and yelling, and her empire kind of falling. So she got the hell out of Dodge.
I don't understand that people can stand around and get berated, and someone would let that happen. I can't even imagine that happen to me. Somebody would just in power over me would just start going off. What?
Yeah, it'd be terrible.
What you gonna do?
It'd be terrible.
What you gonna do? I will whoop your. See, that's just. You didn't know I had a ghetto side, did you?
Yeah,
you didn't know I'm from the streets.
I've seen
I'm
it.
hard like that.
Right, you're down.
That's right. I'm hard, street hard. Coming up next, my friends.
Your necklaces say otherwise. I mean, maybe if you were rocking a gold chain or something, or like one of those $75,000 George Floyd lion pendants like his brother.
This is not doing it? You don't think so?
Your native pearls are not, they don't scream from the streets.
What about his gangster rap music that's on his MP3 player?
Yeah.
Luther is not gangsta.
Ooh. Oh. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about right here. That's hard.
You just bang this in your, no.
That's hard.
No, it's really not.
Okay.
I mean, driving around listening to Mel Torme trying to act all tough.
The Golden Smog. What? What?
I got news for you, James. I hate to break this to you. Lyle Lovett is not street.
That's who my wife loves, okay? She is a super fan of Lyle Lovett. She's like, travels around to different cities to see him. Just like you do with your,
With the Stones.
Right. Belfast is blowing up. Is peaceful protest the answer to what's happening over in Europe? We're going to have a serious discussion about that right after the news. The Democrat Party is becoming more and more radical. That's the Hannity Morning Minute on 550 KFYI and 790 KNST.
The Hannity Morning Minute is sponsored by Lund Mortgage.
Turn up your radio. Here's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
We've got a guy that has no problem men playing women's sports Tellurica. A guy that's going to run an all-vegan campaign in the cattle state of Texas. So Plattner's faced calls to drop out from some Democrats. One said that he thinks it's definitely going to happen. I'm not there. He's got all the support. This is the worst part for the Democrats. They got Plattner. They got El Sayed in Michigan. They got Tellurico. They've got Mamdani. They got Grandpa Bernie, Pocahontas, AOC, the squad, and nobody in leadership in name only. And I say name only. They will never take on this radical or any other radical in their party because they cling to power more than anything else.
Check out the Sean Hannity radio show later today, right here.
You know, paying $70, $80, $90 a month to big wireless companies, AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile for unlimited data, that is insanity, especially when Pure Talk, a veteran-owned company, my wireless company, they will give you unlimited high-speed data for just $34.99 a month. That's unlimited high-speed data at Pure Talk. Used to start at $55 a month, but because Pure Talk, they're constantly pushing to give you more for less. Right now, unlimited high-speed data, $34.99 a month. Remember, they use the same cell towers as all these overpriced big carriers. You get the exact same service. Now, their U.S. customer service team is standing by to help you make the switch. It's simple, it's fast, it's easy. You dial pound 250 on your cell. You say the keyword "save now" and claim unlimited high-speed data for just $34.99, pound 250, keyword "save now." Make the switch to my wireless company, America's wireless company, Pure Talk.
Sure, it's a garage, but the garage is my laboratory where I can actually go in and work and I can do whatever I want.
That's your neighbor Align talking about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation.
I walk over to my neighbor's house and I was like, hey, I just cannot find like a flooring company that I just feel good about. And she was like, our good neighbor, he's been in that business for a long time. Maybe you should talk to him. Of course, it's Galaxy.
Galaxy Concrete Coatings is UV resistant and will not yellow. And it's not epoxy. It's 4 times stronger.
Just having the floors tie in with everything, it's perfect. It really is.
Commercial or residential, Galaxy transforms pools, patios, garage floors, driveways in as little as 1 day. And it comes with a lifetime warranty.
If Galaxy could help me with figuring out how to organize my tools, I think the wife would be also happy.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook. We are out of this world.
From the Republic Monetary Exchange Studio, this is KFYI Phoenix, KYOT HD2 Phoenix, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
A town puts new rules in for e-bikes. From the 550 KFYI Newsroom, I'm Wendy Swanson. The town of Gilbert is cracking down on e-bike riders. New ordinances are now in effect after leaders at a town council meeting Tuesday night pushed for more rules. Many neighbors in Gilbert tell Fox 10 they're happy about the changes.
It seems like they're everywhere. Like, I can't go anywhere without seeing at least 3 or 4 of them.
Class 1 and Class 2 e-bikes and electric scooters are prohibited for children under 12, and a 15-mile-per-hour speed limit is in effect on all sidewalks, including parks. Anyone under 18 must wear a helmet. NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman is defending the space agency against criticism that the crew of next year's Artemis 3 mission is all male. The crew was announced Tuesday and drew swift pushback from some because it doesn't include any women. The University of Arizona is restructuring its health sciences wing, which the school says will result in job cuts. 550 KFYI's Matt Mattinson has more.
In an announcement to staff, the school says it's making the move in an effort to streamline the current administrative framework. U of A says that in turn will result in what it calls the difficult decision of eliminating positions. Some programs that are under the health sciences umbrella will be moved to different departments of the university, while others are set to be discontinued on August 7th. Matt Mattinson, 550 KFYI News.
A look at your money. The Dow is up 231 points. Let's take a look at the drive with 550 KFYI traffic.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
Watch for a crash in the Loop 101 headed eastbound. It's near 19th Avenue. They're going to be off on the left shoulder. Then I-10 headed eastbound near 40th Street. You've got a collision off right. A wreck on 10 westbound near the Gila River Bridge. And Van Buren restricted between 83rd Avenue and 79th Avenue. Try and avoid the area. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Capital One Bank. What's in your wallet? Capital One offers no fees or minimums on checking accounts. And most Capital One cafes are open 7 days a week to assist with your banking needs. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
From the Weather Center, here's Fox 10's Ty Brennan.
For Thursday, look for mostly sunny skies. Temperatures right around 107 degrees. And then for tonight, mostly clear with those overnight lows dipping into the low 80s.
Right now, it's 82 in Phoenix. Your next news at 7:27 on News Talk 550 KFYI. Guaranteed human.
Illegal immigration, legal immigration is blowing up in the face of the establishment in Ireland.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the Conservative Circus with James T. Harris.
What is happening in Ireland right now, it should be a lesson to all European nations, to America. And it begs the question, who voted for this? Who voted for people to just be immigrants to be swarming into your country, be replaced into your country, be given the jobs in your country? Who voted for that?
So in Belfast, Ireland, here's what's happening. If you've been paying attention to the news, and it's not really even being reported in mainstream media, you have to go to the real news on social media. But you have thousands of white Irish Christians who have taken to the streets in revolt and open protest. And before we go, oh my gosh, it's white Christians, that's racist. Well, they were provoked by one very specific incident. Now, keep in mind, in the UK and in Ireland, this has been bubbling up. We spoke all last summer about the rising attitudes where people were flying the London Cross, the flag of England, and because it had been decried as a racist symbol to fly your country's flag. Meanwhile, the official government was putting up Palestinian flags. They have been awash in illegal immigration by the millions. The number one name in Ireland now for new babies being born is Muhammad. But one incident sparked basically a revolution.
An incident that was not shown on the mainstream television over there, was not reported in the news. As Aaron said, this incident caught fire on social media, on X.
Thank gosh somebody captured it.
Because
a African immigrant tried to behead in the street an Irish citizen, slit his throat, and then in the public square tried to behead him.
They onlookers had to rush the guy cautiously because he had the weapon in his hand, bloodied hand, glistening in this man's blood. The man is stabbed multiple times in his head. He lost an eye.
Point of correction, I got some feedback on the talk, but I can appreciate it. Belfast is in Northern Ireland, not Ireland.
Right.
I said Ireland. I apologize.
Okay, we have to. Yes, this is a very important distinction, of course, because we just see the nation of the island of Ireland, but this is Northern Ireland. And the guy was like I said, stabbed. They got pictures, video of him. He's yelling with his bloodied hand in the air. None of that is shown on British news. None of that is shown.
And it's important because the politicians in Belfast, the mayor in Belfast, I believe days before this, had gone publicly talking about the rising tensions between, the Irish and the immigrant communities. And she, went on some nonsensical rant about, supporting immigration and the diverse Irish future.
Diversity.
We welcome our immigrant communities. And meanwhile, you've got the Irish that can't afford to live in Northern Ireland, and these immigrants are taking over the society.
Well, see, here's the deal. It's the same thing you're watching in Chicago. When they were bringing in the illegals and redistributing them into formerly black neighborhoods, schools that had been closed down have been reopened with incredible amounts of money to bring them up to par so that the illegals could have a place to live, a place to send their kids. And you got the American population. What's going on here? Black population, why are we being replaced? Again, we didn't vote for this. Nobody voted for this. It's just been imposed on us. It's happening around the world, but it's taken a turn in places like Northern Ireland, in places like England and the UK, because the numbers are so off balance now that there's so many of them, and weirdly, they're getting political cover and cover from the media.
Well,
they've been emboldened.
It's because, just like what we've seen in Dearborn, Michigan, the immigrant population has outpaced the native population. So when you talk about the government, when you talk about the elected officials, they're all immigrants. They're all non-Irish, non-English. I mean, look at Keir Starmer in London, who wouldn't go to the Easter celebration, but then did the Christmas delivery in Farsi or what? And what is now happening is reached a point where, I mean, look, what is happening in Belfast is violence.
Violence.
This mob is going door to door to the multi-family units that are housing these immigrants, and they're burning them down.
Yes.
But it's because they're like, if our politician and our government won't protect our culture and our society, we're going to do it ourselves.
Now, the media is stepping in. I should say especially English government is stepping in. They are calling for calm. They're calling for peaceful protests.
Okay, I just want to point out, do you remember a few years ago when protesters took to the streets of France and they had the orange vest protest?
Yes, yellow vest people, yes.
The media loved that because it was a socialist takeover. It was going to be down with capitalism, down with high gas prices. This, if they cover it, well, it's a racist right-wing mob.
But is it? We're going to talk about this. And finally, our news is starting to talk about it as well. I don't think that the the establishment, the authorities are going to be able to put a cap on this, and I'll tell you why coming up. I got to tell you about an appliance that more and more homeowners in the desert are calling essential, a life source water system. If you live in a valley like I do, you know our tap water is some of the harshest in the country and filled with chemicals like chlorine. Some people still use old-fashioned water softeners, but those systems don't filter the chemicals from your water, and they can be a hassle to maintain. That's why so many families are making the switch to Life Source. Life Source whole house water system filter and conditions, the water throughout your entire home without salt. Just clean, healthier water from every tap, even your showers. And here's what really stands out. You deal directly with the factory. Life Source has been building, installing, and standing behind every system for more than 40 years right here in the USA. Right now, during the summer special, Life Source is paying your sales tax. That's up to $1,000 off a new system, but only through July 4th. Call 1-800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. Life Source, taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply.
From the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center.
I-10 headed eastbound, dealing with a collision near 40th Street. Looks like the right lane is partially blocked up in this one. Also, the Loop 101 headed eastbound at 19th Avenue. Crash for you. That one is off left. Got a wreck on the 51. This one is southbound right around the McDowell exit ramp. If you have a traffic tip, give us a call on that tip line, 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Superstar Car Wash. Superstar Car Wash, the car wash with superpowers. Sign up for a free car wash today. That's right, totally free for a limited time. Because we love what makes you shine. See website for details.
This is from the White House. Aliens have been walking among us. The Glenn Beck Program. Illegal aliens. Tonight at 7. This is the best troll I've ever seen. Listen to 550 KFYI anywhere on the free iHeartRadio app.
All right, everybody cares about health, wellness, fitness, nutrition, and so many of us are guessing our way through our health, guessing what foods to eat, what supplements to take, wondering why some things make us feel better than others. Now, that's where Viome comes in. It's a simple, at-home gut health test that uses advanced RNA technology. It analyzes your gut microbiome to understand how your body is truly functioning in this moment. And from there, Viome then creates a personalized food and supplement plan designed specifically for your body. Right, Linda? You've been doing this.
I have been doing it, and the test is easy. It's got great steps. It walks you right through. It's easy to do. You can send it right in.
Take the guesswork out of it. Get real data. Go to VIOME/Hannity. VIOME.com/Hannity today. And when you follow their plan, you can expect better digestion, more energy, improved mood. Stop guessing. Start knowing.
Harvest Right. Save food, save money. HarvestRight.com.
Your family's about to spend the entire summer in your pool. Do you know if the electrical system is safe? Most homeowners never think about it, but between summer heat and humidity from monsoons, your pool's electrical system takes a beating. That's why Parker & Sons offers pool circuit safety check for just $89.
You'll expect everything powering your pool. Whether you've never had your pool inspected or you just bought your home, this is the one service every pool owner needs before the first cannonball of the season. Call or text 602 to repair, and Parker & Sons will make sure your pool is summer ready.
Celebrate America's 250th with Dish. For a limited time, get an extra $250 off when you sign up. Call 888-ADD-DISH or visit dish.com today and use code DISH250 to claim your $250 savings. That's 888-ADD-DISH. Offer ends August 12th. Terms apply.
We all have someone we love, like the favorite lyric in our favorite song. You can't imagine life without them. So tell them today, I love you. Get screened. It could help save their life. Visit cancer.org/getscreened to learn more.
Your neighbor didn't get lucky. There's a reason why they got 6.3% more for their home, and the reason is 72 Sold. 72 Sold, 72-hour home selling program is fast, it's easy, it's convenient, and it delivers higher prices too. It's not the market, it's the method. Want to see what 6.3% more looks like on your home? Go to 72sold.com.
These lawyers say they treat clients like family while secretly putting mandatory settlement quotas on their lawyers.
We never set settlement quotas. We measure success by achieving each client's best outcome.
Do your research. Call the husband and wife law team first.
Here's the truth nobody likes hearing. If you're out looking at houses before getting pre-qualified, you're not really a buyer yet. You're a tourist. Because the minute you find a house you love, the very first question is going to be, are you pre-approved? And if the answer is no, that house may be gone before you get your paperwork together. That's why you should call Lund Mortgage first. They do real pre-approvals, full credit, income, and asset review. So when you make an offer, sellers know that you're serious. And right now, Lund Mortgage is paying for the appraisal on qualifying purchase loans that close with them. That's $600 to $800 staying in your pocket instead of going out the door. Most approvals turn around in 24 to 48 hours, so stop guessing. Go to Lund Mortgage, get pre-qualified, then go look at houses. 623-875-9940 or visit lundmortgage.com. Lund Mortgage, NMLS number 162710, equal housing lender. Terms and conditions apply. All loans subject to credit approval.
Sunny and 108 today, then partly cloudy with a low around 83 tonight. Breezy and hot tomorrow with a high of 109 and dropping down to 85 tomorrow night. I'm Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Staples has hundreds of ways to grow your business this spring, like spectacular signs, brilliant brochures, eye-popping posters, mouth-watering menus, and more. Shop now through June 13th and save up to $150 on all your custom prints. Staples, that was easy.
Joy is essential and it's also elusive. But now, there's a new and exciting way to start your journey toward a more joyful existence. Joy 101. It's a new podcast hosted by me, Hoda Kotb. If you're craving inspiration to maximize your joy, tune into these candid, uplifting, and moving on-air chats. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Joy 101, and listen now. Joy 101 with Hoda Kotb is presented by CVS.
Stay connected with the Conservative Circus. Follow the show on Twitter at James T. Harris.
You're listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app. You have pushback going on in Northern Ireland right now. You also have it brewing in other parts of Europe. Parts of Europe that are further down the road when it comes to immigration than we are. And their politicians are all saying the same thing. They celebrate diversity.
We welcome everyone from across the globe because we don't want to be called racist.
And diversity is our strength, it says, without telling us why or how. It's kind of amazing. And they're able to push us because they have the media to be able to do it. But what happens to those people who see their dream being deferred? What happens? Do they just sit there and dry up like a raisin in the sun or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat or crust and sugar over like a syrup sweet? Or maybe it just sags like a heavy load, or does it explode?
Sags like Governor Hobbs.
Oh, stop it. I was giving some straight up poetry there. That was Langston Hughes.
I thought that was you.
No.
I thought you were spitting James T. Harris bars.
That's famous.
Since you were from the streets.
But it's a famous, that was written, I think, in the 1920s and 30s. It was talking about the race riots at the time, right? So, but it still fits today.
Quoting poetry?
I was.
Gay!
That's not gay. That's talking about the human condition.
Gay!
That's not gay. You thought it was straight bars until I told you what it was.
Dickinson.
Well, Well, here is NBC.
Can I recite a poem? I once knew a man from Nantucket. And I'm not going to finish this.
Yeah, guys. You know what? There will be a time and place for that poem. But for right now, this poem is captured the sentiments of a lot of folks in Northern Ireland. They're not going to wait. They're going to peacefully protest. We would like peaceful protest. Well, forget what you like. We would like to not have foreigners taking over our space, our spot, our jobs.
We don't want to lose our heads in the streets by African migrants.
What you want here is, I believe this is NBC picking up the story.
Tonight, police firing water cannons against rioters as they threw projectiles back. A new evening of more violence exploding in Northern Ireland.
Okay, hold on a second. Police are firing water cannons. When do we get to use water cannons? When do we get to use water cannons against these the Antifa and the lefties that are here causing problems with ICE?
I thought we were going to get to use the water cannons to repel the immigrants washing up on our shores.
Well, that too.
Hell, we tried to use a whip to protect Border Patrol on the horses, the Haitians.
They were accused of using a whip. They were accused of using a whip.
They used the whip, but it was because the migrant was trying to disrupt the Border Patrol agent on the horse.
Oh, you're talking about those migrants that were laughing and running with their bag, their bags of styrofoam from the store around the corner?
No, this is, remember, the
Haitians.
The
Haitians, those Haitians.
Yeah, they were.
They crossed the river to get lunch.
Yeah.
NBC News.
Protesters building a blockade. Homes and vehicles set on fire this week. Here, a bus ablaze in Belfast.
Buses on blaze. They're setting houses on fire. They've had enough. They've absolutely had enough. And again, the media didn't want to report this, but social media, uncensored media, showed the horror of this man being stabbed in the face by this African migrant, and all hell broke loose.
Violence erupting in parts of Northern Ireland after a knife attack that left the victim with multiple injuries, including losing an eye. Video of the stabbing shared online. The blurring was not added by NBC News. The man under arrest, originally from Sudan, claimed asylum in the UK in 2023, according to police in Belfast.
I had read one story that the man he was stabbing was actually a gentleman was trying to help the family move into their quarters.
And it wasn't just a stabbing. The stabbing occurred, then he attempted to behead him.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Let's call it what it was.
But
an
NBC.
attempted beheading in the middle of the street by a Sudanese migrant.
But you know, NBC didn't blur it out. Why would you even what?
But Irish school children can't bring pork in their lunches anymore because it offends the Muslims.
That was part of the buildup. That's part of the buildup, the changes that are happening to the people in Northern Ireland, how they're losing their culture is being supplanted by these people that are being brought in. Again, not on the ballot anywhere. Nobody voted for it. It's just being done for humanitarian rights. NBC News reports.
The attack comes amid escalating tension over immigration across Europe. Elon Musk writing on X this week, only by protesting repeatedly and loudly will there be any change. And the Prime Minister urging politicians not to fuel the unrest.
And nobody who's a politician should be whipping up division and hatred.
Right.
The devastated victim's family issuing a statement saying in part, peaceful protest is the only way forward. Keir Simmons, NBC News.
I disagree with them. Peaceful protest is not the only way forward.
Actually, they tried that.
Yes, they did.
All across the United Kingdom, they tried that over the summer. They tried to march in the streets. They tried to embrace English, Irish, Northern Irish nationalism, and they were decried racist. They were arrested. They were charged. So you've left them no choice.
This is what happens when, I am not advocating violence. I am telling you this is going to be part of the mix. It's going to come here as well. You deny the people the right to vote. You, through corruption, manipulate the vote to get what you want: higher taxes, higher regulations, and unfettered immigration. And you're going to get this response. People are voting against it, but then their votes are being manipulated and changed and whatever. And then we get more of this. This is coming our way. These people are so frustrated. It's like the poem that I just shared. It's exploding in the sun. They're not taking it anymore. They're not. You're protecting people that are stabbing us, trying to behead us in the street, and we're gonna be cool with that?
And I believe Sudan basically said, "Yeah, we're not taking them back."
No, they're not.
Your problem
why
now.
would they take them back? Why would they take them back? Do we have a strong economy right now? I mean, the experts are saying our economy is strong.
Some of the experts are, but there was a dire warning issued yesterday.
A dire warning to President Trump. And this might be why we're seeing action pick up in the Middle East. We're going to talk about this. Stay tuned. Do you remember, my friends, the Republic Monetary Exchange asking, what's the plan for the day the dollar dies? Well, now it's happening, and it's making headlines everywhere. U.S. government bonds have been the world's go-to reserve since World War II, but that's changing fast. Washington is the world's biggest debtor and can't pay its bills without printing money. Each round of money printing is another blow to the dollar's purchasing power. So behind the curtain, when you think prices are going up, it's really the dollar going down. A former U.S. budget director says that a cataclysmic reckoning lies ahead. It's past time to prepare. The only plan to protect your family and your money is your own individual plan, my friends, and that must start with real money. I'm talking about gold and silver. Before it gets any later, visit my friends at Republic Monetary Exchange. They're in Phoenix on Camelback, just east of 40th Street. Call 602-682-GOLD or go to rmegold.com.
The city of Chandler and its police department are being sued over a deadly shooting last year. Kelly Woods and her attorney announced a lawsuit yesterday accusing police of not pursuing any non-escalatory options before shooting and killing her son. Woods said her son was struggling mentally and went as far as to tell dispatchers a mental health crisis team was needed when she called 911. Arizona lawmakers are expected to vote on next year's state budget today. Governor Katie Hobbs and legislative Republicans reached a bipartisan agreement on the spending plan for the next fiscal year, which would be over $18 billion. Iran is being warned by President Trump that the U.S. will hit the country very hard tonight. Posting on Truth Social today, the president said an operation to assume total control of Iran's oil and gas markets would be taking place at some point in the not-too-distant future. More police officers are in the streets of Belfast in Northern Ireland after a second night of protests over a knife attack involving a Sudanese refugee. While the family of the stabbing victim appealed for calm, anti-immigration protesters lit cars and homes on fire, attacking officers with bottles and rocks. And now here's a check of your traffic.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
Crash activity on I-10 headed eastbound near 40th Street. They're going to be blocking up that right lane, so make sure you stay to the left to get by. Southbound 51 seeing delays thanks to a crash at the McDowell off-ramp. And you have a collision that is closed Van Buren in between 83rd Avenue and 79th Avenue. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Alliant University. Be ready for when it's real.
At Alliant University, we educate you and prepare you for licensure and credentialing in therapy, social work, nursing, teaching, so that you're ready to take what drives you and make it real, like only you can. That's our community at work. Alliant.edu.
America is turning 250, and iHeartRadio is celebrating with $250,000 in cash. Weekdays through July 4th, listen for your chance to win $2,500 so you can take the ultimate American getaway with iHeartRadio.
Sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. Happy birthday, America. It's Kevin Rowe from Lerner and Rowe, and we're giving you a shot at even more money to discover America. Go to KFYI.com now and register to win $2,500 from Lerner and Rowe. Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Dial 977-1900.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena, streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
And you can be there
For a weekend full of superstar performances. Capital One cardholders, pre-sale is live right now.
your first access to iHeartRadio Music Festival tickets.
Plus the chance to add an access pass for an exclusive pre-concert event
With Weezer.
48 hours while they last. Get yours at iHeartRadio.com/Capital One.
Get to Chase Field for the D-backs Twins game on Saturday, June 20th, and pick up the Gabriel Moreno soccer jersey, courtesy of Wendy's. Get tickets now at dbacks.com.
Hey, it's Garrett Lewis. It's times like these when the market is going up, down, 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 that you really need to hear from your financial advisor. Don't you want to know what they are doing with your retirement plan to make sure you can stay retired or get to your retirement goals? Have you not heard from your financial advisor? Well, you're not alone. But that's why so many people, including me, now have Sun Valley Wealth as financial advisors. Because Logan and Don at Sun Valley Wealth are always in contact with their clients, letting them know what they are doing with their money to protect them in turbulent times like these. This is why clients of Sun Valley Wealth not only feel confident, but feel empowered. Get the retirement plan that you want, the income plan, and get the service that you deserve. Get a free consultation like I did with Sun Valley Wealth, in person or virtually. Call 480-CONSULT and go to sunvalleywealth.com. Advisory services offered through Sun Valley Advisory, LLC, a registered investment advisor with the state of Arizona. Paid advertisement.
Shh, here it comes. Surprise! The people above your catering business are doing major construction, and the drilling is only during business hours. So loud.
Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting personalized discounts on a commercial auto quote with Progressive.
Also, that isn't powdered sugar on the floor. It's plaster from your ceiling.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Born on America's darkest day, 9/11/01, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation has been helping American heroes ever since. Heroes like FDNY Lieutenant Edward J. McDonough Jr. McDonough served at Ground Zero. He later lost his life to a related cancer. The Tunnel to Towers Foundation was able to honor his sacrifice by paying off the family's mortgage. Donate $11 a month, and you can amplify your impact with a car or land donation. Just go to their website, the letter T, the number 2, the letter T.org.
Hey, that was our exit. We're going to miss the first pitch.
Just got to make a stop at Fry's. I promised I'd bring nachos.
Nice. You have the Upside app too, right?
Upside? What's that?
Upside is a free app that gets you cash back when you buy groceries. And they just added Fry's stores in the Phoenix Prescott area.
Wait, I can get money back just for buying groceries?
Yep. And right now, new users can get an extra $10 bonus on their first Fry's trip with the app. That's up to $25 cash back on one grocery run.
Even this Fry's store right here?
Yes. Now pull over. Let's get some cash back on those nachos.
Upside is now available for Fry stores in the Phoenix Prescott area. Download the free Upside app and use promo code HOT5 to get a $10 bonus on your first purchase at Fry's. That's promo code HOT5 to get a $10 bonus. Remember, use promo code HOT5.
Offers vary by user and location. $10 bonus offer for new users only. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
You know, the more I learn about advanced window products, the more I realize most homeowners don't know how the window business really works. Most window companies are resellers. They buy windows from somebody else, mark them up, and then sell them to you. But advanced window products, well, they're manufacturers. Their windows are made right here in Phoenix. That means no middleman markups, no waiting on some supplier halfway across the country, and your windows are custom built for your home, not some generic size that's adjusted on the job site. Plus, these windows are designed specifically for Arizona's brutal summers and temperature swings. They help keep your home cooler, quieter, and more energy efficient year-round. And right now, during the summer special window upgrade event, get $2,500 off when you buy 10 windows or more. Call 480-764-2002. That's 480-764-2002. Or visit advancedwindows.com. You be sure to tell them James T. sent you.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
The U.S. is getting ready to play its first World Cup match on home soil since 1994. Goalkeeper Matt Freese with a message for fans ahead of the opener.
Believe in us, bring the energy, and we hear each and every one of you.
The U.S. Opens group play against Paraguay tomorrow in Los Angeles. They'll then face Australia June 19th and Turkey June 25th.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup now on the free iHeartRadio app.
550 KFYI. Made by people, for people. Guaranteed human.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app. The stock market took a little bit of a dip yesterday. But it has been going up. As a matter of fact, you have a lot of folks, especially over at CNN, that are praising the economy. They're shocked that jobs and the economy increased.
This really blew away expectations. The U.S. economy adding, as you mentioned, 172,000 jobs in May. The forecast was for 105. There were whispers for half that. So that is a significant beat, and there were positive revisions.
I was going to ask, tell me about the revisions. That's now become my new favorite thing.
Yeah, well, we've become so accustomed to negative revisions, and now we've got the opposite, right? There was a modest increase for March to a very healthy 214,000, but April was revised sharply higher to 179,000.
You know, here's the deal. These revisions, these upward revisions, I was used to the revisions during the Biden administration. Remember, they would come out with these glowing reports, and then a few days later it would be downsized.
Yeah, it would be like, the economy's on track. There was no transitory inflation, bub. And then they would be like, yeah, actually, we didn't add jobs. We lost 48 million jobs. Everybody's homeless.
Nice. This was consistent. They just continue to do this, and now we're continuing to get the opposite. That makes me kind of nervous. Things are good. They've been revised up, and you know, the United States. Our economy is the best in the world.
The United States economy is blowing away the rest of the world too. I mean, look at Europe; it's flatlined. China is not growing. Japan's having problems. It's just incredible. Now, I think this is a result, in part, of, by the way, the just brilliance of American entrepreneurs and our tech leaders. But it's also policy driven. The Trump tax cut really did have a very positive impact on business and hiring, and then you had the deregulation. You had the energy policies. Look, we have a pro-business president in the White House right now, and that does lead to good results.
All of that is great. But can I, God, I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Come on with it. Come on.
But last week, oil executives from all the big oil companies, ExxonMobil, Chevron, met with senior Trump administration officials with what I would describe as a dire warning. They say that inventory levels for available oil are at, quote, dangerously low levels, nearing tank bottom. Now,
what?
Yeah.
Tank bottom.
And they say that the culprit is the ongoing closure of the Strait of Hormuz, which handles 20% of global oil and gas prices. And that with the artery effectively shut down because of the tensions with Iran, refineries across our country are burning through their remaining stockpiles at historic rates.
See, we were getting lied to under the Biden administration. And I do believe we got some smoke blowing under the Trump administration, because if you got the oil executives calling with this type of news, I don't care about these songs. Our economy is doing great. I mean, this thing could crash and burn.
Brace yourself.
Come on.
The Exxon SVP Neil Chapman apparently told Trump administration officials during this meeting that their timeline points to late June, early July as the inflection point where prices could spike at an exponential rate that that combined with the increased summer driving season and the America 250 celebration, we could be looking at gasoline prices nationally approaching $7 a gallon. Now, all of that on the heels of the increased military activity we saw happen last night and Trump's new comments this morning about the Iranian conflict.
We have those comments, and it does look like things are ramping up. We will...
$7 gas. Plus, that's the national average. You know, we're more expensive here in Phoenix. You know, I'm just gonna start walking. I'm gonna have to break out the motorcycle on a daily basis now. But that takes premium too. So I'm still like, What? Yeah, it does. You have a bougie cycle?
I didn't know it.
Cycle?
I found out years later I was supposed to be putting premium in it, and when I did, it's performing much better. It does.
Well, yeah. I mean, if it's designed for premium.
I bought a bougie bike. It's beautiful though. But yeah,
I've seen your motorcycle. It's a nice motorcycle. I'm not a motorcycle guy. I'm a four-wheel and a top-down kind of guy.
I can see that. But with all my bling, I look hard on the motorcycle too. I look real tough.
I'm driving a 30-year-old car that gets terrible gas mileage now. I love it though.
Yeah, well, you see, and this is where we're gonna have problems here because we love our vehicles, and it's gonna cost $7. If that's $7 an hour, how much is a gallon? What's premium gonna be? Good God, man!
You don't want to know. You might have to go down here to Van Buren after the show and get a side hustle with your pearls and quoting that poetry and stuff.
Coming up next, President Trump's comments. It looks like things are going to get ramped up over in the Strait of Hormuz. That's coming up next. If you are looking for the perfect Father's Day weekend plan, well, Tombstone got you covered. On the 20th, Tombstone Tactical is hosting a Father's Day event packed with food, bourbon, giveaways, and serious deals. Granite Mountain Distillery will be there. Licking Fingers Barbecue will be serving up the food, and Tombstone Tactical will be giving away some great prizes, including a $100 Tombstone Tactical gift card, a bottle of Granite Mountain Bourbon, a Licking Fingers Barbecue sauce and rub bundle, and free class from Inner Circle Protection. And the big sales, well, there are some big ones. Daniel Defense Rifles and all shotguns in-store will be on sale, plus special man-can mystery boxes packed with ammunition and gear. You can also beat the heat with indoor CCW and beginner classes. Handle all your NFA paperwork in-house with no extra fees, and shop one of Arizona's best selections for AR builds and upgrades. Buy, sell, trade, Tombstone Tactical. Right off the I-17 in Metro Center between Dunlap and Peoria. You be sure to tell them James T. sent you.
From the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center.
Crash activity on I-10 headed eastbound near 40th Street. They're going to be blocking up that right lane, so make sure you stay to the left to get by. Southbound 51 seeing delays thanks to a crash at the McDowell off-ramp. And you have a collision that is closed Van Buren in between 83rd Avenue and 79th Avenue. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Hastings & Hastings.
I'm David Hastings for Hastings & Hastings. I'll never understand why attorneys charge 1/3 or more to handle your accident case. Our discount fee is only 29%. That's Hastings & Hastings.
Call Hastings & Hastings.
Garrett Lewis.
Democrats hate Trump so much.
Twice impeached.
Trump and his Republican cult.
Convicted felon president.
It's become an obsession.
It's an effing disgrace.
It really is derangement syndrome.
Today at 4, 550 KFYI on the iHeartRadio app.
Meet Keith. He runs a 30-acre ranch. 8 years ago, his knees started giving out.
Climbing a ladder was almost impossible. If I could get down, I have to have something next to me to get up.
Keith's wife had a knee replacement. The recovery was hard, and the results, not great. Keith wanted another way.
I won't go under the knife because I believe the body can do whatever it needs to do to heal itself.
Surgery wasn't the answer. QC Kinetics was. They're regenerative treatments. No surgery, no long recovery.
After the first one, the inflammation dropped 90%. Today, my knees are just amazing. I could not do what I've done if I had not gotten treatments to QC Kinetics. I just pray that my physical model continues to go and help other people.
Maybe that's you. Tired of dealing with the joint pain? Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation today.
Call QC Kinetics, 602-837-7246. In Phoenix, Scottsdale, Peoria, and Chandler. That's 837-7246. 837-7246.
Fix it, Frankie. This is Ethel. Well, what sort of noise is your air conditioner making? You say it sounds like a cross between a glockenspiel and a what? A sousaphone? Well, my Frankie can fix that. How long has it been making? About 75 verses. Okay, well, I'll send someone over right away. No, he's not an orchestra conductor. Well, you'll have to provide your own tuxedo, sir. Bye now.
Fix It Frankie.
My Frankie can fix anything.
FixItFrankie.com.
Hi, I'm Sherry Harris, owner of LifeSource Water. Arizona's desert water is some of the harshest in the country. It's tough on your skin, your hair, and your home. Some people turn to old-fashioned softeners, but there's a better way. With LifeSource, you get clean, conditioned, and healthy water from every tap. No salt, no regular maintenance, and no plastic. Just fresh filtered water that protects your family and your appliances. So call 1-800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. LifeSource. Taste and feel the difference.
Warranty limitations apply.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. After suffering an injury, you may face many hard questions. What will tomorrow bring? Which firm should I choose to represent me and my family? At Morgan & Morgan, we will hold your hand every step of the way. From our one-click sign-up, mobile apps, and 24/7 availability, we make it easy to get your case started right from the comfort of your couch. All firms are not the same. The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
iHeart's Yacht Rock Radio goes commercial-free every weekend. Smooth sailing with the greatest from the 70s and 80s. Just open the free iHeart app, search Yacht Rock, and start listening now.
James T. here. Private student loan debt has a way of just dragging on month after month, year after year. And if you're behind or worse in default, it can feel like you're stuck with it for life. And that's not always true. There's a company I want you to know about, YRefi. YRefi specializes in refinancing private student loans that other lenders won't even consider. Even if you've been turned down somewhere else, YRefi may still be able to help. They create a custom payment based on what you can actually afford. They can reduce your monthly payment, may lower your total cost, and they don't care what your credit score is. Now, I've met with the team at YRefi. These are good people who understand what you're going through. And this is not debt settlement. It's real refinancing with a low fixed interest rate and a path forward. 888-YREFI-85. That's 888-YREFY-85. Or go to YRefi.com. That's YREFY.com. If private student loan debt has been dragging on long enough, call YRefi. It may not be available in all states.
Make this the year you get active and healthy. Visit the Good Feet store.
Sunny and 108 today, then partly cloudy with a low around 83 tonight. Breezy and hot tomorrow with a high of 109 and dropping down to 85 tomorrow night. I'm Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by Orderly Meds, affordable GLP-1s. Struggle with weight loss? OrderlyMeds.com/radio offers doctor-guided access to options like semaglutide and tirzepatide, often up to 50% less, delivered to your home. Visit OrderlyMeds.com/radio. Individual results may vary. Eligibility required. See site for details.
Talk back on the iHeartRadio app. I mean, how cool is that thing? Click the red microphone, record, send, listen. 550 KFYI on the iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app.
Following up on the story that we just talked about where the oil executives issued kind of a dire warning to Trump administration officials last week, Fox News is running a report this morning strategic oil reserves are nearing Biden-era lows.
I don't understand that. I thought we were going.
Well, I mean, look, we are at war, conflict, whatever label you want to give it, right? That takes oil. That takes energy.
Do you think that there's a chance that I don't want to say it. There is no way in the world the Trump administration planned on being at this place in this time, especially coming up before midterms.
I don't want to speculate. I don't want to speak for Donald Trump. He can speak for himself. He actually did this morning. But I do think even people that are, the most ardent supporters of Donald Trump, I think would have to agree that the conflict in Iran hasn't necessarily gone the way I think Trump and Trump supporters expected. They thought it was going to be over by now.
Correct.
So he appeared this morning on Fox and Friends right before this show started, and Trump was asked about the state of the Iran conflict, and basically said that it's over, but Iran doesn't know it yet.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm going to have to push a couple of buttons to get it back to.
Can I help you?
Yeah, you can just you can push the buttons for about 30 seconds is what you can do here.
I really, really want to push buttons up in here, but it seems you won't.
No, you just give an opinion or something, James, and then I'll give you the cue when we're ready to go.
I'll tell you this. I do believe that President Trump believes that this thing could be handled in 2 or 3 weeks. I really do believe that the president, if he unleashes things, will be able to get what he wants, but if for some reason it's not being done.
Let's try this again. Let's rewind the tape.
Okay.
Fox and Friends asked Trump about the war in Iran, and Trump said, it's over. Iran just doesn't know it yet.
They're really in submission. They just don't know it yet. Okay, to be honest with you. They just don't know it yet.
Well, we really need them to know it. We really need for them to understand what's going on so we can kind of move on. But I think that's part of the strategy.
He was then asked basically about America's appetite for a prolonged conflict, because it seems like we've been hearing now we're about 2 weeks away for many, many, many weeks now.
I don't know that America has the stomach for it, to be honest with you. You're going to make a fortune, but I don't know that America has the stomach. I think they'd like to see us come home.
You don't know that America has a stomach for it? I can tell you right now, America doesn't have a stomach for it. America doesn't have a stomach for it, not necessarily because we don't want it to be done. It's just that we were told it was done already.
And I don't think Americans are very hesitant to get into another quagmire.
We just don't want that.
Right?
You campaigned against that.
Which leads to what about the possibility of troops, boots on the ground in Iran? And the president addressed that.
I don't want to have boots on the ground, but if I wanted to, we could put a small group of soldiers and take over the whole place. They're finished.
Take over the whole place? What do you mean the whole place? All of Iran?
Iran, Kharg Island, which he announced this morning. There's going to be, we started increasing our military presence last night. He came out this morning and basically said, yep, we're taking the island. So we're going to look for more and ramped up increased activity. Now, let me ask you a question, James. Would you be in favor of boots on the ground if it guaranteed a swifter, faster end to this conflict?
There's no boots on the ground isn't a guarantee towards anything. But I will take boots on the ground if you're talking about taking Kharg Island. I thought we were already going to do that. First of all, I thought we were already going to do that. I thought that for drilling for more oil, drill baby drill is going to solve our problems. I thought we have folks coming over here. I don't know. I'm confused.
Well, I thought we had enough oil in America that we could stomach the disruption to the Strait of Hormuz and that we weren't going to see a disruption.
But now you're telling me that these oil executives are calling the president saying, Mr. President, we don't have that. And the Strait of Hormuz, 40% does flow through that. And all kinds of stuff is not flowing, Mr. President. And now we're getting this saber rattling.
Now, Trump did say that Iran still wants to deal.
I'd like to get a deal now, less than 3 or 4 weeks ago, because once you do this, you could just go a step further. But I don't know that America has the appetite to do what I would really much prefer doing.
We would have had the appetite if you just would have did what you prefer doing. It seems to me that you're backing off, and now you're talking about peace, and we're told that you know the language of war, you know the art of the deal. But I think the frustration from our side of the aisle is there hasn't been follow through. If you're going to turn it into glass, okay, turn it into glass. If you're going to take the island, okay, take the island. But it seems to me that they're winning in that the longer this takes, the more pressure it puts on you. And quite frankly, it's because of the politics. It's the midterms. It's the economy. The economy that was humming right along, coming back strongly before we got involved in this entanglement, which, by your own admission, you thought would have been over by now, and it's not even close. And now you've got the executives talking about $7, $8, $9, $10 a gallon gas. That's not gonna fly. That's just not gonna fly.
And as someone who supports Donald Trump and understands the long-term objective, and I think the world would be a better place if we achieve our objective in Iran. Man, my whole life, anytime we get in a military conflict, more often than not, it goes longer than we were promised, costs more than we were promised, endangers American lives, and it always creates new problems.
Yes, it does.
Down the road.
Again.
And look, I don't want another mission accomplished banner, and then 2 decades later, we're still fighting it and have to have a disastrous withdrawal in Afghanistan after we get a knucklehead leftist president in there.
Oil executives issue grim warning. Costs are about to soar. That's the takeaway here. And that's all the marbles.
Trump was right. Americans don't have the stomach for it if it means $8 a gallon gasoline. They just don't.
Democrats are all in for Planter. We will discuss that right after the news. You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app. Homeowners, what if you could get offers on your home and know it's sold before you even list it? Hey, it's James T., and I'm here with my realtor, Carol Royce, your home sold guaranteed realty. Carol, how does that work?
Yes, James, this is one of our most popular programs. We can actually generate up to 12 cash offers on your home, so you have options from day one. The best part? I back it with a guarantee. I'll sell your home for 100% of market value, or I'll pay you the difference. And if your home doesn't sell, I'll just step in and buy it, so you're not stuck waiting.
Incredible. That's real risk reversal for your clients.
Exactly. You know all of your options up front and that your home will sell for 100% of market value guaranteed.
If you're thinking about selling, take the risk out of it. Call Carol Royce today, 480-776-5231, or visit carolhasthebuyers.com and make sure you tell her James T. sent you. Carol and seller must agree on price and possession.
These lawyers love to promise you they're going to fight for you unless you read their fine print.
When you read the fine print, you'll see not licensed to practice in this state or not a law firm.
You do not trust your future anything other than experienced trial lawyers. Call the husband and wife law team first.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Wouldn't it be great to have a health plan that keeps up with you? Meet Prosano Health Plans by AZ Blue. With exclusive access to Prosano Healthcare Centers, you get more than just coverage. You get a team truly focused on your care. It's health insurance that's built for a busy world. Because you deserve coverage that helps deliver the care you need. Discover more at azblue.com/Persano plans. That's azblue.com/Persano plans.
To have a roof over your head, a nice roof over your head, is very important.
That's Rick talking about his experience with Rhino Shield ceramic coating.
We got Rhino Shield 18 years ago, and they're very cooperative on getting us the right paint. They're in and out and done in no time. Once it was finished, looked great. We were very happy with it.
The main reason Rick called Rhino Shield is because Rhino Shield is backed by a 25-year warranty.
We've watched a lot of people get their house painted 3 or 4 times, and we haven't had to do any of it. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to have to paint it every 5-7 years.
Take it from Rick. Put down that paintbrush and pick up your phone. Call Rhino Shield at 855-4-RHINO. Call now and receive 10% off the regular price. Or go to rhinoshieldaz.com.
We got Rhino Shield 18 years ago. Financially makes sense, especially if it's going to last like this did. Still looks great.
For your 10% off, call now. 855-4-RHINO. Or go to rhinoshieldaz.com.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Our valley's unique climate means your trees, plants, shrubs, and gardens need special care. Nobody knows better the TLC they require than Brian Whitfield. Listen to the Whitfield Garden Show, now on Saturdays, 7 to 9 a.m. on 550 KFYI.
Hurt in a crash? Call the accident attorneys at Sweet James. They deal with the insurance companies so you don't have to. And you pay nothing unless they win. Call now, 800-9-MILLION, or visit sweetjames.com.
NBC News focuses on the facts, looking deeper and listening wider. It's clear reporting, free from opinion. Facts, clarity, calm. NBC News, reporting for America.
From the Republic Monetary Exchange Studio, this is KFYI Phoenix, KYOT HD2 Phoenix, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
A vote expected on the state's budget. From the 550 KFYI Newsroom, I'm Wendy Swanson. Arizona lawmakers are expected to vote on next year's state budget today. Governor Katie Hobbs and legislative Republicans reached a bipartisan agreement on the spending plan for the next fiscal year, which would be over $18 billion and includes nearly $1.5 billion in tax relief over 4 years. The agreement would also make Arizona the first to adopt President Trump's federal tax cuts at the state level. The legislature hopes to have the package on Hobbs's desk by the end of the day. Efforts to fast-track a 3-week extension of the nation's warrantless spy powers are facing pushback from Senate Democrats. Mark Mayfield fills us in.
Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act is set to expire on Friday, but Democrats are rejecting an extension unless President Trump rescinds the appointment of Bill Pulte as acting director of national intelligence. Senator Mark Warner, who serves as the top Democrat on the Senate Intelligence Committee, said that colleagues in his party would be willing to back a short-term extension if Principal Deputy DNI Aaron Lucas is tapped to lead the office.
3 people are in critical condition following a bad crash that happened early this morning. Phoenix police say crews responded at 2:45 at the intersection of Van Buren and 79th Avenue and found the 2-vehicle crash. A woman and 2 men were taken to the hospital in critical condition. A look at your money. The Dow is up 345 points. Let's take a look at the drive with 550 KFYI traffic.
The Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
I-10 eastbound dealing with a pair of collisions, one of them near 43rd Avenue. That one is off right. The other one near 40th Street. That one's going to be on the right shoulder as well. Southbound 51, you have a wreck at the McDowell exit ramp. Also watch for a crash 19th Avenue at McDowell. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Michael Cordova Injury Attorneys.
You need care, not confusion. Your serious injury case deserves individual attention. At Michael Cordova, we take care. We don't take advantage.
Call for a free consultation.
From the Weather Center, here's Fox 10's Ty Brennan.
For Thursday, look for mostly sunny skies. Temperatures right around 107 degrees. And then for tonight, mostly clear with those overnight lows dipping into the low 80s.
It's 84 right now in Phoenix. Your next news at 8:27 on News Talk 550 KFYI. Guaranteed human.
Now, your chance to win $2,500. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. TRIP. That's TRIP. Enter it now at KFYI.com.
The dust is starting to settle now. The Dems are all in for Plattner.
Sieg Heil!
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the Conservative Circus with James T. Harris.
You know, there is a time where we would get into a little bit of trouble for that Nazi salute, but now the Democrats have made it okay.
I was just reading the Plattner for Senate campaign material, right? This is going to be in the yard sign, right? I mean, they're going to just go ahead and put the swastikas up there. And
why not? I mean, why not? I can't wait for the people that did the campaign for Spencer Platt. They've already started working on the Paxton campaign. I want to see them get into this. I want to see them get into the main campaign just for kicks and giggles. Because right now you've got the Dems shamelessly. They're all in now. They are all in. You've got Sunny Hostin. Sunny Hostin, she was the one. You know what? There's a time we have to do this. It's all about power, and it's time for Democrats to stop this nonsense and get the job done.
In a battle between Susan Collins and Graham Plattner, I'm with Susan Collins.
I don't think Republicans at this point can ask us to take the moral high ground.
Hold on.
That is over at this point.
What Republicans are asking for the Democrats to take the moral high ground?
I don't really think it's, quote unquote, the moral high ground to say, don't vote for the Nazi. Don't vote for the guy that was sexting underage women on Kick. That's not really more. That's just called human decency.
It should be expected. It should be expected. But no, I don't see the right calling you. You guys need to do the right. We're like, you do you. We think Susan Collins can beat the retrobate. You do you. Nobody's telling you to take the moral high ground. Sunny Hostin.
The moral high ground.
There you go.
That is over at this point.
That's right.
That is over.
It's a choice.
I am sorry. Democrats have always fallen in love, and Republicans have always fallen in line. It's time for Democrats to stop.
Whoa.
Did she eat lead paint as a child? What is she talking about?
Fall in love and the Republicans fall in line. You got that. That's a direct 180-degree out of phase.
If that was true, the party you support would have nominated Bernie Sanders not once, but two times
twice
to be president of the United States. Actually, 3 times, because Bernie was beating the hell out of Joe Biden until your freaking cousin had to come up in there and gum up the works.
Cousin by marriage, and he did.
I don't care. He's still your cousin.
It was a big comeback on because of a Representative Clyburn. He brought Joe Biden back to life. Yes, he was credited for saving the campaign.
But politically
back to life. Yes, that was on me.
So the woman that has told us for the better part of almost 15 years now that Donald Trump is a Nazi,
right?
And you can't vote for a Nazi,
right?
Is now saying vote for a Nazi.
That's what she's saying.
What? Oh,
that's what she's saying.
You watch this crap every
mom.
Don't you blame your mama?
Listen.
At this point, you could take the remote out of your mama's hands and put it on The Price is Right if you wanted to.
You know what? Mom has her lineup. And The View is part of her lineup. And because Mom is watching The View means I have to watch The View, which means
you don't got to watch nothing.
You have to listen to The View.
It's time for Democrats to stop that nonsense, put emotions on the side. Let's be strategic. Let's get some power. Yes. Let's take over the Senate. Let's take over the House. And let's right the ship. Let's get our country back. I am sorry. I am someone that believes in character.
I am one breath away from just coming out and saying, make America great again.
Yes, she is. Make America great again by having the Nazi almost pedophile allegedly beat Susan Collins.
What is? She's so full of crap.
Well, here's the deal. Here's the deal. There is the then and there is the now. Coming up, we're going to give you what Sunny Hosted was saying back in 2020.
Oh, you brought receipts.
Yeah, we did.
See, that's street slang there for your hip hop cred.
You know what? I should have said that, but you have the cred. Okay. Let me back up. There's a Sunny Hosted from 2020, and there's the Sunny Hosted now. We have the receipts.
Here's what you need to say.
Okay.
Girl, you tripping. We about to drop them receipts on your dumb ass.
You just went straight up Jazzy Razzy Crockett. We can't do that.
Jasmine Ratchet?
Ratchet.
I even messed it up.
Did I get it close?
Contagious.
Jasmine Crockett.
Representative Jazzy Ratchet.
That's where you were, right? You even had the head twist and all that.
Extra White was getting street up in this piece, yo.
Sunny Hosted. Then coming up next, business owners know the feeling. You're juggling payroll, employees, vendors, compliance, growth, and somewhere buried in the middle of all of that, insurance paperwork nobody has time to read. Policies stacked everywhere, different brokers, different logins, different answers depending on who you call. That's why more growing businesses are checking out SuperSure. If your company has more than 25 employees, SuperSure will give you one super agent who can help manage your business insurance and employee benefits year-round, not just at renewal. And this is huge. They've got a fine print fax tool that translates complicated policy language into plain English so you can better understand what your coverage includes. Plus, everything lives in one place. Policies, documents, benefits, information organized and accessible when you need it. And their business value calculator can even help estimate what your business may be worth so you can take a closer look at what you're protecting. So go see why businesses are moving beyond the old broker model. Visit supersure.com. That's supersure.com. Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
I-10 eastbound dealing with a pair of collisions, one of them near 43rd Avenue. That one is off right. The other one near 40th Street. That one's going to be on the right shoulder as well. Southbound 51, you have a wreck at the McDowell exit ramp. Also watch for a crash 19th Avenue at McDowell. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by CSL Plasma. Donate plasma at CSL Plasma and earn up to $200 your first week. Help save lives while earning extra money for what matters most. Visit CSLPlasma.com. Again, that's CSLPlasma.com.
Hi, I'm Sherry Harris, owner of LifeSource Water. Arizona's desert water is some of the harshest in the country. It's tough on your skin, your hair, and your home. Some people turn to old-fashioned softeners, but there's a better way. With LifeSource, you get clean, conditioned, and healthy water from every tap. No salt, no regular maintenance, and no plastic. Just fresh filtered water that protects your family and your appliances. So call 1-800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. LifeSource. Taste and feel the difference.
Warranty limitations apply. It's making headlines everywhere. Gold is the world's favorite investment. It's Jim Clark. Washington's debt means dollar inflation is inevitable. Gold has overtaken U.S. government bonds to become the preferred investment for central banks. It's called de-dollarization. It happened to the British pound a century ago. Reckless spending, unpayable debt, too many wars. Now it's happening to the dollar. See us, the gold experts, because gold always wins. Republic Monetary Exchange in Phoenix on Camelback just east of 40th Street. 602-682-GOLD or rmegold.com.
Can't raise my arms. I can't climb stairs. I can't kneel down, which means I can't play with the kids, golf with the guys, or even get through a workday without exhausting pain. Hey, it's James T. Harris, and I'm here to celebrate what you can do. And that's exactly what QC Kinetics patients are doing every single day. They're not bracing for the next jolt of pain anymore. They've moved on, back to living life again. You've heard me talk about the incredible team at QC Kinetics, and so many of you have experienced their game-changing regenerative treatments for yourselves. Treatments done right in the office, no surgery, no long recovery, no missing work for months. The inflammation calms down and the pain backs off, and we love hearing your stories, how you finally dug out from under that long list of I can'ts and got back to living your best life. So go find out what you can do. It's a good life out there, folks. Go live it to the fullest. The consultation is totally free to see if you're a good candidate. Call QC Kinetics now with clinics in Phoenix, Scottsdale, Peoria, and Chandler. 602-837-PAIN. That's 602-837-PAIN.
CEOs You Should Know gives you an opportunity to learn from some of the top business executives across Arizona and the country. Hi, it's Rich Barra. Come and join me by searching CEOs You Should Know Phoenix on your free iHeartRadio app.
Make this the year you get active and healthy. Visit the Good Feed store.
In a world where AI is replacing jobs left and right, here's a great opportunity to build a business that's 100% AI proof.
Eagle Shield Reflective Insulation is expanding into Arizona with a limited number of franchise opportunities.
With over 65,000 installs in Northern California, this is a proven business built on technology developed by NASA and designed for today's surging energy costs.
This is a low overhead, 100% AI-proof business. No storefront, no massive staff, just a high-demand, hands-on service with impressive profit margins.
With record heat and rising utility rates, this isn't a trend, it's a shift. If you've ever wanted to own your own business or take control of your income,
you need to move quickly. To learn more from your mobile phone, dial pound 250 and say
franchise me. That's pound 250, say franchise me. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dialed text with more information from Eagle Shield. Dial pound 250 and say franchise me.
Fix it, Frankie. This is Ethel. Well, what sort of noise is your air conditioner making? You say it sounds like a cross between a glockenspiel and a what? A sousaphone? Well, my Frankie can fix that. How long has it been making? About 75 verses. Okay, well, I'll send someone over right away. No, he's not an orchestra conductor. Well, you'll have to provide your own tuxedo, sir. Bye now.
Fix It Frankie.
My Frankie can fix anything.
FixItFrankie.com.
Owning a home is cool and all, except for the part where now everything is your problem. Without a home warranty, you could pay thousands to repair or replace appliances and home systems like your AC and plumbing. But with an American Home Shield warranty, you can help protect your wallet from pricey breakdowns. If AHS can't repair the covered item, they'll replace it, no matter how old it is. Don't let unexpected bills wreck your budget. American Home Shield, that's AHS.com. See AHS.com/contracts for coverage details, including limit amounts, fees, limitations, and exclusions.
From the Whitfield Nurseries Weather Center.
Sunny and 108 today, then partly cloudy with a low around 83 tonight. Breezy and hot tomorrow with a high of 109 and dropping down to 85 tomorrow night. I'm Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI.
This report is paid for by Citizens Clean Elections Commission. Before you vote, use the voter education guide to learn about the voting process, important deadlines, and candidate statements. Then watch the candidate debates to hear where the candidates stand on the issues. Visit azcleanelections.gov. Make your vote yours.
Everyone's talking about the FIFA World Cup.
But did you know the only place to hear the action for free is iHeartRadio?
What a night that we just witnessed!
iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026
live.
Can you believe it?
Every unforgettable moment,
wherever you are.
Lock in your preset now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Just search World Cup.
And don't miss the U.S. men's team's first match Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern.
The world will be listening.
How about you?
Hey, it's Garrett Lewis. I'll get you the latest on Iran, and an Arizona Democrat said a really dumb thing about ICE. I start today at 4 on 550 KFYI and the free iHeartRadio app.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app. We're talking about how the Democrats have just done a complete 180. They have gone from calling us Republicans, conservatives, white supremacists, Nazis, accusing President Trump of all types of horrible behavior.
Oh, don't forget they called us garbage. As
deplorable,
bitter clingers.
Yes, yeah. All of this stuff, and now here we are with a Nazi running for the Senate in Maine. A man who was apparently abused women, sexually assaulted. No, what was this? He was on a. He was. So yeah,
there are multiple allegations about Graham Plattner. The first of which is that several ex-girlfriends have come out and accused him of abusive behavior one of which accuses him of locking her inside a room overnight against her will following an argument. Now, the other allegations, his own wife has said that he regularly sexts other women. There are also allegations that he had an account on the dating/sexting app Kik, and that he is accused of messaging underage girls on this site, up to and potentially including, wiener pictures.
Right.
But what we do know as an undisputable truth, right? Those are all allegations, except for the sexting part with other women. His wife said that in an interview.
Right. He's grown,
what we
though.
do know is he had a Nazi tattoo for years, was aware of it, and only recently kind of got it covered up.
These are enough, of course, any one of these things is enough to tank any type of Republican candidate running for a Senate seat.
Well, let's do a point and counterpoint. Yesterday, the New York Times did a piece on Graham Plattner, and they called it a Nazi-styled tattoo. Meanwhile, how many days and weeks and months did we have to hear about Secretary of War Pete Hegseth's cross tattoos, and whether or not that was some type of dog whistle white supremacist symbolism because it was a Celtic cross?
Again, the hypocrisy is it's absolutely stunning. And you know what? To your point, of course the media is not going to bring this up. Of course the media is not going to make that comparison. You remember how we were going on and on about Pete Hegseth, and we were wrong. And look at this. They're not going to do that. If they did, he wouldn't have a shot in hell.
Well, look at how they covered Brett Kavanaugh and the accusations against him during his confirmation hearing versus, how long did it finally take them to talk about the allegations against Eric Swalwell and the actual sexual assault complaints, prosecution against him?
Yeah,
they covered it up. It was Washington's biggest insider secret.
The hypocrisy is crazy. And the thing is we're seeing it all, Aaron. We're seeing it now. You're sitting here and you're citing it. You're listing it off. It's absurd. This should not be possible, but the reason why it is possible is because of the media. Case in point, here is Sunny Hostin. Well, we just played for you last segment. Sunny Hostin is all in for Plattner. Now, she's all in because they just have to win. They have to get rid of Trump. Here is Sunny Hostin back in 2020.
For the past 4 years, this president has shown us that he is a misogynist, that he is homophobic, that he is racist. Yet 50% of America saw all of that and looked the other way to their brothers and their sisters and said, I'm going to vote for him anyway. And that is really disheartening, because for me, that means that you are selfish.
I am someone that believes in character. I am someone that believes that morals matter. But because of the state of this country, if I lived in Maine, I would hold my nose and I would vote for Plattner. I would.
That was the now. The then was she has morals, but now, because of what is happening in the state of the country, if I were in Maine, I would hold my nose and I would vote for Plattner. Just a few years ago, she was berating Americans, accusing them of doing what she did. Although Americans didn't feel that way, she projected that onto them and then berated them for holding their nose to vote for Trump.
Yeah, well, it's because control of the Senate is at stake.
Exactly.
And in order to stop the Nazi fascist, we have to vote for a Nazi fascist. Now, keep in mind, all of this support for Graham Plattner is to beat one of maybe the two least conservative, least Republican senators there are. We're talking about Susan Collins. Part of the reason we can't get the SAVE Act passed is because of Susan Collins. Part of the reason we couldn't get immigration reform done is because of Susan Collins. Part of the reason we're still stuck with the god-awful Obamacare is because of Susan Collins.
Susan Collins should be a heroine on the left. They should be so thrilled with her because she's been a bulwark against President Trump's agenda. But no, she's somehow the enemy. It's going to be fun to see how they're going to try to, muddy her up. By the way, President Trump has endorsed Susan Collins. He gave her his endorsement yesterday. I don't know if that's going to work out for her or not.
What do they say? Politics makes strange bedfellows?
Really? But he put it. Now, he's an endorsement machine. He's had a perfect record this political run. I wonder if this is going to keep the streak going.
Perfect. He lost, I think, a candidate in Iowa that he endorsed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's not
99%.
98%. He has lost a race or two.
Okay.
Point of correction, Shop of Doom on the YouTube chat, which you can join in on YouTube at 550KFYI, pointed out that Pete Hegseth's tattoo is not a Celtic cross, like I said. It's a Jerusalem cross.
Oh.
He knows the difference because he has the same tattoo.
He doesn't have the swastika. He has
the Pete Hegseth tattoo, okay. the Jerusalem cross.
Jerusalem cross.
And it's apparently it's a Catholic symbol.
Mm-hmm.
It means spreading the gospel to the four corners of the earth.
Well. Amen.
And boom shakalaka.
That's right. Coming up next, we have some news on the budget.
We have one in Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona. It's just absolutely amazing that we are able to have this conversation, and it's coming up next.
You've heard the phrase a dollar late and a day short, right? Well, or a day late, dollar short. Well, if you missed Advanced Window Products' fantastic offer yesterday, they're not extending it today. I heard from Joe. He's never been busier. He texted me and said, single best day he's ever had thanks to their amazing offer that they had yesterday. But that's okay. If you missed out, you can still take advantage today of their summer upgrade event. You guys have $2,500 off when you buy 10 or more of their custom-built premium quality windows. And the great thing is these windows already cost less than any other window you can find of this quality, and they're manufactured right here in Tolleson. It's an Arizona company, and they can bring you these savings because they've cut out all the middlemen. That means everybody you work with, from Joe to the installers to the people that build your windows, are Arizonans, and they know how to build windows designed for Arizona's unique quality. It's how they've been around for over 4 decades and why they are Arizona's #1 rated window company, and they warranty their windows for life. Call them today, 480-764-2002. It's Advanced Window Products, factory direct quality, built for Arizona.
A lockdown is underway at the Pentagon, with some floors evacuated due to a hazardous materials incident. That's according to CNN. Pentagon spokesman Sean Parnell confirmed that systems within the Pentagon, quote, have detected an air quality issue necessitating precautionary measures unless we determine its significance. Lawyers for a black Texas high school track star who killed a white opponent are appealing his murder conviction. Carmelo Anthony fatally stabbed Austin Metcalf during a fight at a competition last year. A jury sentenced him to 35 years. A Valley massage therapist is being accused of sexual assault by a client. Julian Harris was arrested this week in Tempe after a client accused him of inappropriately touching her during 2 sessions. That includes massaging her chest and placing his hands around her neck. The 39-year-old allegedly admitted during a phone call that his actions were inappropriate. The town of Gilbert is cracking down on e-bike riders. New ordinances are now in effect after leaders at a town council meeting Tuesday night pushed for more rules. That includes a 15-mile-per-hour speed limit on all sidewalks, including in parks. Anyone under 18 must wear a helmet. And now here's a check of your traffic.
From the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center,
I-10 headed eastbound, dealing with crash activity near 43rd Avenue off right. Then another one down the road near 40th Street. That one is also off right. 51 southbound on the McDowell off-ramp, a collision there. And watch for a wreck that has restricted Van Buren between 83rd Avenue and 79th Avenue. If you have a traffic tip, give us a call, 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Summit Racing Equipment.
Rev up Father's Day gift giving at summitracing.com. You'll find unique gifts, parts, tools, accessories, and more. Or give the perfect card, a Summit Racing gift card. Shop summitracing.com, plus enroll in the rewards program to get more power in every purchase.
America is turning 250, and iHeartRadio is celebrating with $250,000 in cash. Weekdays through July 4th, listen for your chance to win $2,500 so you can take the ultimate American getaway with iHeartRadio.
Sponsored by Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys.
Happy birthday, America.
It's Kevin Rowe from Lerner & Rowe, and we're giving you a shot at even more money.
To discover America,
Go to KFYI.com now and register to win $2,500 from Lerner & Rowe. Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Dial 977-1900.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena, streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
And you can be there.
For a weekend full of superstar performances. Capital One cardholders, pre-sale is live right now.
Your first access to iHeartRadio Music Festival tickets.
Plus the chance to add an access pass for an exclusive pre-concert event
With Weezer.
48 hours while they last. Get yours at iHeartRadio.com/Capital One.
Nobody wants to think about their toilet until they have to. A weak flush, water runs on its own, or low water levels in your bowl. Your toilet is telling you something. Ignore it long enough, and it becomes a costly repair.
Parker & Sons offers the toilet tune-up for just $89, a full inspection that catches small issues before they turn into big ones. And if anything needs fixing while they're there, the $89 fee is totally waived. Call or text 602-2REPAIR and get your toilet tune-up scheduled with Parker & Sons today.
President Trump knows Warren Peterson is a proven conservative who will save Arizona this November.
Arizona Senate President Warren Peterson. Warren, popular, Warren, very popular.
Warren Peterson has fought for secure elections, a strong border, and a safer Arizona. He's endorsed by law enforcement because as Attorney General, he'll lock up criminals and keep your neighborhood safe. Warren Peterson is the only Trump conservative that we can trust.
I'm Warren Peterson, the only lifelong conservative for Attorney General.
Paid for by friends of Warren Peterson. Authorized by Warren Peterson.
Shh, here it comes. Surprise! The people above your catering business are doing major construction, and the drilling is only during business hours. It's so loud.
Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money, getting personalized discounts on a commercial auto quote with Progressive.
Also, that isn't powdered sugar on the floor. It's plaster from your ceiling.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Now, this 25th anniversary of 9/11, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation remains committed to honoring the heroes shaped by that day. Heroes like NYPD Detective Victor Vargas, a U.S. Air Force veteran who died from pancreatic cancer after serving in the World Trade Center recovery efforts. Tunnel to Towers honored Detective Vargas by paying off the family's mortgage. You can donate $11 a month, and you can amplify your impact with a car or land donation. Go to their website, the letter T, the number 2, the letter T.org.
Babbel proudly presents the Sheep Cheese Fiasco.
Cute market. Oh, cheese. Let's get cheese. Cheese, cheese, cheese. Hola. Quiero una oveja. Pequeñita.
¿Una oveja pequeñita?
Sí.
Bueno, pues tengo como 20.
Oh, no. But they're cute.
Don't let your Spanish fool you. Avoid bringing home the farm with Babbel, the award-winning language learning app.
Can you make us some cheese, please? Oh. Cheese. You're not cheese.
Practice with Babbel's guided conversations based on real situations. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel will have you speaking conversationally in as little as 3 weeks.
Yes. Oh, you're so sweet.
Get up to 50% off on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. That's 50% off at BABBEL.com.
Celebrate America's 250th with Dish. For a limited time, get an extra $250 off when you sign up. Call 888-ADD-DISH or visit dish.com today and use code DISH250 to claim your $250 savings. That's 888-ADD-DISH. Offer ends August 12th. Terms apply.
Here's the truth nobody likes hearing. If you're out looking at houses before getting pre-qualified, you're not really a buyer yet. You're a tourist. Because the minute you find the house you love, the very first question is going to be, are you pre-approved? And if the answer is no, that house may be gone before you get your paperwork together. That's why you call London Mortgage first. They do real pre-approvals, full credit, income, and asset review, so you get to make an offer. When you do, sellers know that you're serious. And right now, London Mortgage is paying for the appraisal on qualifying purchase loans that close with them. That's $600 to $800 staying in your pocket instead of going out the door. Most approvals turn around in 24 to 48 hours, so stop guessing. Call London Mortgage. Get pre-qualified, then go look at houses. 623-875-9940 or visit londonmortgage.com. London Mortgage, NMLS number 162710. Equal housing lender. Terms and conditions apply. All loans subject to credit approval.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
After years of anticipation and preparation, the World Cup is finally here. U.S. Captain Tim Ream says he feels good about where the team is at ahead of their first match.
You know, it's been a long 2 weeks, hard 2 weeks, but guys are in a great position.
The U.S. opens the World Cup against Paraguay tomorrow in Los Angeles. More than 5,000 fans attended a practice session in Irvine on Monday.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup now on the free iHeartRadio app.
550 KFYI. No algorithm, no code. Guaranteed human.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app, and also live on YouTube, 550 KFYI. After months of budget battles, Arizona House Republicans say they've reached a deal that delivers real tax relief, protects school choice, funds public safety, reins in government spending, but Arizona families continue to struggle with rising costs. The question is simple. What's actually in the budget for the people paying the bills in the center ring? We do have Speaker of the House, Steve Montenegro. And Steve, let's get right to it. Republicans are calling this a win for taxpayers. What is the average Arizona family going to see in this budget, and will they actually notice it in their wallet?
Hey, James C., always thank you for having me. It's an honor. Look, absolutely. One of the things we're grateful for is that we're coming through. We are delivering on our commitment, on our promise to Arizonans as Republicans that we've had all year. Cost of living relief, tax burden relief. We've got a total of $1.45 billion over the next 4 years that are going to go back to the taxpayers. So we've got new provisions in here. We made commitments. For example, you're not going to have to refile your taxes like we've been saying all year. We've increased the standard deduction. We've made sure that there's no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. So if you're working hard, you're providing for your family, you don't have to worry about government taxing. We've increased the child tax credit deduction. We've also added a new deduction for child care expenses on retirement. If you're a retiree, we've made sure that if you're over 60, there is a new deduction for retirees, whether it's their pension, whether it's their income. We want to make sure they take full advantage of that. On top of that, we've actually made sure that conformity applies to all. This tax conformity applies to all Arizonans. So, yes, you're going to feel it in your pocketbook. Many Arizonans are already doing. The ones that file their taxes have already started to feel that. So we're grateful that we are able to deliver. It's not been easy because, as you know, the governor wanted to raise taxes and put her programs and her spending on the backs of Arizonans. We have not allowed that to happen. We are going to deliver for the people of Arizona as Republicans.
One of the biggest fights every year is higher education spending. ASU has become known as much for political activism as academics. Are taxpayers still being asked to write bigger checks, or did universities finally have to tighten their belts like everyone else?
Well, that phrase is one of the phrases that we discussed with our caucus. Many of the members in our caucus said, look, right now, all Arizonans, every Arizona family is having to tighten their belt. Agencies should as well. So we have included a 2.5% reduction across the board for all agencies, and that does include universities. It does include ASU, U of A, NAU. Everybody has to. It should be the government tightening up their belt as well. We have excluded certain agencies that we believe to be critical, like law enforcement and some of the health and like forestry, things that we're heading into a time where we're going to make sure Arizonans are safe. But yes, government has to, and government agencies are tightening up their belts. 2.5% reduction across the board. We've even eliminated 1,000 unfunded FTEs or government jobs that are there. They're not being used. We're just taking them off the rolls. We're selling buildings too that shouldn't be used. Excellent. That government shouldn't have. Put them back into the private sector.
We have Arizona House Speaker Steve Montenegro in the center ring. Steve, Katie Hobbs will undoubtedly claim credit for parts of this budget. What's in the agreement that only happened because Republicans held the line?
Well, I appreciate that question. Take a look at our budget that we passed in April, late April, and take a look at the budget proposal she gave us back in January. She can't take credit. This is the one big beautiful bill, tax relief that President Trump and Republicans delivered to Americans, and Arizona is the only state to take full advantage. By far, there is no other state in the nation that is delivering up to the tune of $1.45 billion for all Arizonans, the full amount. So we went to the mat, and she can take credit for what she wants, but right now, Arizonans are the ones that matter. The credit goes to Arizonans. The tax relief, the cost of living relief, affordability goes to Arizonans. And we have even fraud, waste, and abuse provisions in here when it comes to Medicaid and SNAP. So we're delivering for the people of Arizona. It doesn't matter what politician wants to claim the credit as long as Arizonans win. And Arizonans will be able to see that it's Republicans that have been fighting for them all year, and this is where our values are.
Well, you know what? I agree with you to a point. It doesn't matter as long as the Arizona taxpayer wins, but they're winning because of the Republican Party. They're winning because of your leadership, 100%. Sir.
Thank you. Thank you, my friend. And we're going to continue to fight. God bless our caucus. All the Republicans in the House have stuck together, and in the Senate, they've been united, and that's what's given us the strength to be able to stand up to the leftists and to the tax increase liberals like Katie Hobbs that want to destroy our state. They want to make Arizona like Minnesota or California, New York. We're not going to let them.
You had the big three booger states. Is absolutely Steve Montenegro. I want to thank you very much for weighing in on this. This is good news. It is good news. And we do have to continue to fight. And no, we want the credit for it because we're the ones that stand firm, because Katie Hobbs is a mess. Coming up next, you got a law professor who put a target on his own back by saying that the jury got it right. We're going to talk about the Carmelo Anthony tape or case and how it's playing out in the country. Stay tuned. My friends, when you're 18, when you're 20, 22 years old, you sign those student loan papers thinking, you know what, this is going to be a great future. I'll be able to pay these off. You may wince a little bit, but you never imagine that you're still going to be paying them off decades later. But for a lot of Americans, that's exactly the situation you find yourself in. Private student loan debt has followed you all the way through your jobs, your marriages, kids, mortgages, and retirement planning. And if you're falling behind, it can feel like there's no way out. But this is why I want to tell you about Why Refi. Why Refi refinances private student loans that other lenders won't touch, even if you're behind, even if you're in default. They create a custom payment based on your ability to pay. They can reduce your monthly payment, may reduce your total cost, and they don't care about your credit score. I've met the folks at Why Refi. They're not reading from a script. They genuinely want to help. Here's a number, 888-WY-REFI-85. That's 888-YREFY-85 or visit YRefi.com. If private student loan debt is still part of your story, maybe it's time to write a new chapter with Why Refi. May not be available in all states.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
The 202 Santan Freeway eastbound dealing with a crash now in Chandler. This is going to be at the Alma School on-ramp. Watch for delays near there. In the 51 southbound at the McDowell exit ramp, you've got a collision. Crash 75th Avenue southbound at Northern, and a wreck has closed Van Buren between 83rd Avenue and 79th Avenue. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Pro-Life Across America.
Hi, I'm Angie. Did you know a billboard can save a baby's life? It's true. You can make a difference by helping us spread the pro-life message to reach those who are struggling with an unplanned pregnancy. Please make a gift today. Visit prolifeacrossamerica.org.
This is from the White House. Aliens have been walking among us. The Glenn Beck Program. Illegal aliens. Tonight at 7. This is the best troll I've ever seen.
Listen to 550 KFYI anywhere on the free iHeartRadio app.
If you're hurt in a crash, there's only one firm to call. Sweet James Accident Attorneys. Because numbers don't lie. Sweet James wins millions of dollars every week for injured clients just like you. So if you're hurt, make the call. Get a free case review and pay nothing unless they win. Call now. 800-9-MILLION. 800-900-0000 or visit sweetjames.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
This is Logan from Cover Your Assets with Logan and Dawn. Worried about running out of money in retirement? You don't have to be. Schedule your free income plan today at sunvalleywealth.com.
Cover your assets with Logan and Dawn, Saturday mornings at 10 on News Talk 550 KFYI.
We all have someone we love, like the favorite lyric in our favorite song. You can't imagine life without them. So tell them today, I love you. Get screened. It could help save their life. Visit cancer.org/getscreened to learn more.
Harvest Right. Save food, save money. HarvestRight.com.
In a world where AI is replacing jobs left and right, here's a great opportunity to build a business that's 100% AI proof.
Eagle Shield Reflective Insulation is expanding into Arizona with a limited number of franchise opportunities.
With over 65,000 installs in Northern California, this is a proven business built on technology developed by NASA and designed for today's surging energy costs.
This is a low overhead, 100% AI-proof business. No storefront, no massive staff, just a high-demand, hands-on service with impressive profit margins.
With record heat and rising utility rates, this isn't a trend, it's a shift. If you've ever wanted to own your own business or take control of your income,
you need to move quickly. To learn more from your mobile phone, dial pound 250 and say
Franchise Me. That's pound 250, say Franchise Me. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dialed text with more information from Eagle Shield. Dial pound 250 and say Franchise Me.
Lieutenant Colonel Rodney Glassman, Air Force Prosecutor, JAG Officer Reserve, Patriot. Rodney Glassman, a Trump conservative running for Attorney General to stop, on day one, Katie Hobbs and Chris May's political lawfare against President Trump. Experienced, Rodney Glassman spent 2 decades prosecuting criminals. He'll fight for election integrity, require voter ID, and stop ballot fraud. Rodney Glassman will work with President Trump to secure the border, crack down on crime, and stop fentanyl from flooding Arizona communities. Family man, Rodney Glassman will protect Arizona families and put public safety first. Rodney Glassman, the Trump conservative who will defeat Chris Mays and end her political lawfare. Experienced, tough, conservative. Rodney Glassman for Attorney General. Paid for by Glassman for Attorney General. Authorized by Rodney Glassman.
Sunny and 108 today, then partly cloudy with a low around 83 tonight. Breezy and hot tomorrow with a high of 109 and dropping down to 85 tomorrow night. I'm Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by Hastings and Hastings.
I'm David Hastings for Hastings and Hastings. I'll never understand why attorneys charge 1/3 or more to handle your accident case. Our discount fee is only 29%. That's Hastings and Hastings.
Call Hastings and Hastings. Talking about
gotta keep talking the good talk.
The stuff that matters.
I think I've been listening to y'all in the 18-year plus range.
550 KFYI on iHeartRadio.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app. And now you can watch us live, streaming on YouTube, 550 KFYI. YouTube, but we're starting to pick up some action. Make sure, how do you phrase that, Aaron? Smash.
Oh, yeah. Smash that like button, everybody. It really helps out the channel.
You know,
like and subscribe. You'll get notified every time we go live.
You've had Aaron was out on the YouTube yesterday and ran into that old video. I'm surprised it's still making the rounds. The video of my infamous walk-off of CNN.
It was funny. I wasn't even watching anything political. I was watching, a podcast that I watched talking about hockey cards.
Right.
Trading cards. And one of the next videos that popped up was your video with Shelley Winters where you pulled your earpiece out and said, "Done, I'm done."
No more CNN.
I was struck by two things.
What was that?
One, you looked very, very young.
Oh, wow.
And you were still very kind of gay even back then. Looking like you might have broken out into poetry then.
Is that your fancy way of saying that I was handsome? I was still devastatingly handsome with a young, fresh face, bald head.
You're just comfortable. That's what I was just comfortable with you.
Comfortable with my sexuality. Okay.
I was like.
Young, no, that's crazy, though.
Is that James T. Harris or Don Lemon up in here?
That was the same time I got into that little tip with Don Lemon on CNN as well. This was the interview after the Don Lemon. This is the one where she lured me in by saying, I'm not going to give you the Don Lemon treatment. And she's kind of pretty. That was Kira Phillips.
So you were walking out mid-interview before it was cool, before Donald Trump even made it cool.
Absolutely. I set the trend. As a matter of fact, after that infamous walk-off, it started to catch on, and then part of the instructions to other people were, there's no walking off live interviews. Then it came back to me. I'm like, no, it was a special occasion. Don't do it. You know what? If you don't want me to walk off, then don't do what Kira Phillips and CNN did. Don't try to sandbag me, bringing in a brother.
Comments on YouTube say you were probably wearing a fanny pack, too.
A fanny pack?
Yeah, on your interview with CNN.
No. I was the originator of the man purse. That is true, but that was in Madison circa 1982. What? The man purse. It's I was doing that before men.
You're not even calling it a satchel. You just call it
it was a man purse. That's what we called it. Yes. A man purse. This is before the satchel. I bid it from European men, but I brought it to America, okay? Actually, no, I did it before that.
Man, I just saw it over in Europe, and I just decided America needed to go with it.
I was wearing it before I went to Europe. I took to Europe. I had a bag specially made for me in Florence, Italy.
Just stop. Get your shirt. Next thing you're going to go, I brought it back from Europe, and then me and my friend went to Disney, and it really carried all of my things in Disney.
I was able to carry all of my things, but I didn't carry it to Disney. I ran into that bag. I never threw it away because I did wore it out to the point where you couldn't. But yes, I was known for the bags. I used to wear bags all the time. What? Yeah, that was my thing. Bags, glasses, shoes, boots, jewelry. That's when I started wearing the 2 rings. That was Europe.
Just 2?
Just 2.
And now,
those 2.
All right, hold on. Let's
are the originals.
Hold on to the camera so people, because we're getting new people. So there's 1.
Yeah, these 2. That was the
3,
original.
There's 4 on that here.
That's marriage right there. But
that's okay. That's the one that counts.
Right.
I don't even wear my wedding ring. The warden told me she took it away because like she didn't want me to hang myself with it or something in prison. Right? Can't wear a belt either.
We're going to talk about the case.
The Carmelo Anthony case?
Yes, thank you very much. Because there is a big fallout. As a matter of fact, we did have that video where people are just like, they're going out there saying, you know what? Black lives matter, blank white lives.
So there's now a viral trend that's been happening in Texas. I saw it yesterday after I saw you walk off of CNN. The new trend is young black males are walking up to people because they leaked the jury information of like who was on the jury, and it doesn't have names. It just says, white male aged 50 to 60, right, or whatever it is. So now young black men are walking up to people that fit that description and just punching them in the face, going, "You were on the jury."
Yeah. All of this anger, this crazed, misplaced passion.
My life don't matter.
I'm saying that because y'all want to play these games. Y'all want to play these crackhead games, so I'm gonna play them. How about that?
You got a guy out there. White guy has his hands out. He's trying to get, hey man, we don't have to be like this. Let's let's hug this. I love you, man. Blank you, man. Blank white people. Blank. Over what? Over what? What is this emotion over?
A kid that stabbed another kid to death and was found guilty of the murder and was sentenced to 35 years in prison.
You do have a black lawyer who I think he put a target on his back because he got the case absolutely right. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that and how I don't think that there's going to be any riots. I told you that yesterday. But it does show how part of our culture is unhinged. That's right after the news. You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app.
I turned off news altogether.
I hate to say it, but I don't trust much of anything.
It's the rage bait.
It feels like it's trying to divide people.
If we got clear facts, maybe we can calm down a little.
NBC News brings you clear reporting. Let's meet at the facts. Let's move forward from there. NBC News, reporting for America.
Home buyers, hear this. Do not get a traditional mortgage. Did you know a $500,000 mortgage at 5.5% will still cost you over $1 million? That's insane. On a Life Changer loan, you can do your banking inside your mortgage and pay off in just a few short years and keep access to your equity. It's faster, cheaper, smarter, more flexible, and totally addictive. It's not magic, it's just math. So check us out at lifechangerloan.com. That's lifechangerloan.com.
Arizona Mortgage Broker number MB1002031, NMLS number 1863775. Life Changer Loan Corp is an equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Sherry Harris, owner of Life Source Water. Arizona's desert water is some of the harshest in the country. It's tough on your skin, your hair, and your home. Some people turn to old-fashioned softeners, but there's a better way. With Life Source, you get clean, conditioned, and healthy water from every tap. No salt, no regular maintenance, and no plastic. Just fresh filtered water that protects your family and your appliances. So call 1-800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. LifeSource. Taste and feel the difference.
Warranty limitations apply.
Fix it, Frankie. This is Ethel. Well, what sort of noise is your air conditioner making? You say it sounds like a cross between a glockenspiel and a what? A sousaphone? Well, my Frankie can fix that. How long has it been making? About 75 verses. Okay, well, I'll send someone over right away. No, he's not an orchestra conductor. Well, you'll have to provide your own tuxedo, sir. Bye now.
Fix It Frankie.
My Frankie can fix anything.
FixItFrankie.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Republic Monetary Exchange Studio, this is KFYI Phoenix, KYOT HD2 Phoenix, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
The Pentagon on lockdown. From the 550 KFYI Newsroom, I'm Wendy Swanson. A lockdown is underway at the Pentagon with some floors evacuated due to a hazardous materials incident. That's according to multiple reports. Pentagon spokesman Sean Parnell confirmed that systems within the Pentagon, quote, have detected an air quality issue necessitating precautionary measures until we determine its significance. Local fire officials say the Pentagon Force Protection Agency's hazardous materials response team is responding to the incident. The Arizona Department of Education says it will use a new $300,000 grant to address the state's teacher shortage. It's aimed to expand the agency's existing teacher apprenticeship and mentoring programs. Superintendent Tom Horn touched on those.
People with good content knowledge come into the classroom. They immediately start taking a course on good methods of teaching, and they can start teaching right away and be getting paid for it. And that will help solve our teacher shortage.
Horn said it won't completely solve the issue, noting that teacher pay needs to be addressed as well. Visitors of the Grand Canyon are being encouraged to stay extra hydrated today. An extreme heat warning has been issued for the park until 8 p.m. tonight. Forecasters say temperatures below 4,000 feet will be as high as 110. A look at your money. The Dow is up 333 points. Let's take a look at the drive with 550 KFYI traffic.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
Watch for a collision on the 51 southbound. It's going to be near the McDowell exit ramp. It is slowing things down a little bit in that area. 202 Santan eastbound at the Alma School on-ramp. You've got a wreck there. Crash has closed Van Buren in between 83rd Avenue and 79th Avenue, and a collision 99th Avenue south of Bell Road. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by RockAuto.com.
Oof, shocking time to lose a whole strut.
Ugh, comedy is not your thing, but I do know that Rock Auto has what I need to fix it.
With parts shipped right to your door. No kidding.
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto.
From the Weather Center, here's Fox 10's Ty Brennan.
For Thursday, look for mostly sunny skies. Temperatures right around 107 degrees. And then for tonight, mostly clear with those overnight lows dipping into the low 80s.
It's 90 degrees right now in Phoenix. Your next news at 9:27 on News Talk 550 KFYI. Guaranteed human.
There are people who can put themselves in danger by simply having the wrong opinion.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the Conservative Circus with James T. Harris.
Of course, we knew that already, but in the wake of the Carmelo Anthony trial, you can't be a person of common sense. You can't say, hey, you know what? A jury of his peers found him guilty. You can't say that this guy deserved it. Any of that stuff could get you hurt. I'm not going to say in serious trouble. I'm going to say hurt, because that's how wild the passions are among Americans of African descent. I don't see this wild passion. I don't see it amongst anybody ever with any situation. I mean, maybe Belfast. But that's a little bit different. There was nobody that went through a court of law. It seemed like it was playing out in the streets over there. Here, you had somebody literally kill someone who was in the wrong place. Stabbed a young man. It didn't have to happen. A lot of circumstances. He went through a trial. He was found guilty. And now you have people who are bent on violence. Last segment, we did play for you protesters who were outside saying, blank white people. White lives matter. Black lives matter. White lives don't matter. And why? Because they didn't like the verdict. This is very similar to what we see with Democrats. The Democrats don't like an election. They get violent. The Democrats don't like the way a vote went, and they pour out into the streets.
Don't like the way a trial goes. Take to the streets.
We've seen this before.
Don't like how a Supreme Court ruling goes. Take to the streets.
This is the modus operandi. Take to the streets. This is a political season, and a lot of folks are cynical. Like extra white over there, cynical, but they have reason to be, because
it's riot season.
It's riot season, so it's political. The Democrats need all the help they can get. They get people in the streets all enraged. It's the common sense people that don't have a voice.
Taking it to the streets. Stupid brothers there.
Dante Mills. He is a law professor, and he is also an American of African descent. He explained why the jury got this verdict right.
I'm a lawyer. It's my profession. I truly believe in it. I think the law worked here. I'm also a law professor, and I teach my students that you have to look at individual cases. Texas has a stand your ground law where he's not required to leave that tent, even if it's not, sportsmanlike to be there. But you still can't take an escalation. You can't turn a shove into a stabbing, and that's what the jury saw here. He still gets the benefit of the law, like stand your ground, like self-defense, but the jury just rejected it because they said he escalated too much. But we have to really pay attention to the facts of this case, and I think in this case, the jury got it right.
Wow, that guy's in danger now. That put a target on his back. That literally put a target on his back because he explained the thinking, the process here.
He explained the law rationally. I want to compare him, this black lawyer, to the woman that was outside the courthouse on Wednesday who claimed to be a former prosecutor, and compare and contrast these two different arguments.
I said as a former prosecutor, this was a legal lynching that happened in this slaughterhouse. This is a slaughterhouse. This is not a courthouse. This courthouse is designed when you would come here and you look like us, to slaughter you. That judge intentionally.
This is a lynching.
A legal lynching.
This is a legal lynching. This is a slaughterhouse. A slaughterhouse. How about this? Judicial reasoning?
35 years for a kid who had decided to go under a tent that was not his team's tent as it was raining, and simply didn't want to be put out in the rain by some random kid that
for a minute. You lying manipulative itch. He did not get 35 years for being in the wrong tent. He got 35 years for stabbing Austin Metcalf in the heart and killing him. Yes, was there a scuffle? Was there an altercation where words exchanged because he was in the wrong tent? But as we heard the former, the lawyers say, that doesn't give him the right to kill him.
No, it doesn't.
And quit this.
No, it doesn't.
He's in jail because he was in the wrong tent. He was trespassing. Blacks aren't allowed. That's not that issue. He killed another young man because they were having words. He had a knife. Having a knife on you, you can have a knife on you for protection. You step to me at any given time. I might be protected with a knife or something different, but the difference is I don't pull it out because somebody said something negatively to me. Because I know how to handle my emotions and understand that there's a time and appropriate.
Here's what I want you to do. I just want you to step back for a moment.
Okay.
Step back.
I'm going to step back like Carmelo Anthony should have done.
Very good. Oh, did you hear that the family members of Anthony were upset? They wouldn't let anybody go into the tent. They had a tent out in the parking lot. Some white folks tried to go into the tent.
Oh, yeah, there's audio about that.
Yeah. Anyway.
This is our tent.
Yeah.
What you doing here, Whitey? Is what they said.
Right. Well, wait a minute. What, this is.
I was just trying to get out of the heat.
We've come full circle. What? Okay. Here, I don't want to ramp you up.
Okay,
I'm going to let you hear from Professor Dante Mills one more time.
Okay.
The rational explanation of the juror's decision.
Texas has a stand your ground law where he's not required to leave that tent, even if it's not, sportsmanlike to be there. But you still can't take an escalation. You can't turn a shove into a stabbing, and that's what the jury saw here. He still gets the benefit of the law, like stand your ground, like self-defense, but the jury just rejected it because they said he escalated too much. But we have to really pay attention to the facts of this case, and I think in this case, the jury got it right.
And Professor Uncle Tom weighing in on the trial. Professor Step and Fetch. Professor Sellout. See, that's how he's going to be labeled. That's how they're going to go after him.
You want a case in point? Do you remember the trial of the murder of Ahmaud Arbery?
Yes.
The jogger in Georgia who was, in a construction home and then was killed, right?
Right.
By the two white guys that were there.
Right.
And they faced a jury of their peers. They were found guilty of murder. Why? Because they said the jury found that they escalated the situation beyond where it needed to be. It didn't call for lethal force. So are we supposed to say that they didn't deserve to go to prison?
Well, no, because they were white.
Oh, okay.
This is what it really comes down to. I mean, it's to me, it's you listen to the Jasmine Crockett's, you listen to the other lady who says she's supposed to be a former prosecutor talking about legal lynching and all this kind of stuff. It's absolute absurdity. It's based on emotion. Then you get someone, same ethnic background, talking about this from a logical, lawful point of view, and this is the one that's going to get castigated. Do not put yourself in a situation. Just don't. Right now, because you're not dealing with rational people.
Jasmine Crockett up in. Oh, he's in jail for 35 years for being in the wrong.
Shut up. So now you just want to be upset.
I do.
I calmed you down. Now you want to be upset.
It's upsetting.
I got a question for you.
They're lying.
I got a question for you.
Liars upset me.
These cities that are hosting the World Cup soccer matches, they're talking about like they're losing money. They're going broke. Why?
The same reason why like Olympic host cities lose money hand over fist.
Why?
It's a big production.
Why? It's a big production, but people are supposed to be coming. Why are the seats empty? Why are they talking about nobody's coming to the hotels? What's going on?
You don't think people want to see Paraguay versus Botswana in the World Cup? I mean, the U.S. games will sell out. Mexico plays today, I believe, at noon, I think. That'll sell out. But
whether we're talking about this or the Olympics coming up, there's cities that are starting to fill the pinch.
Ecuador versus Mongolia. Man, that's a ticket I really want.
We'll talk about this.
I'd rather go see the Michael movie.
Which happened to break worldwide records. Thank you very much. Now $1 billion. Stop it. Now you're trying to get me mad. Now you're trying to get me mad.
On Amazon.
We'll talk about this coming up next, my friends. APS SRP have already told us what's coming. More rate hikes year after year. And if you thought last summer's electric bills were painful, just wait for this summer. My goodness. But folks, this is no longer just about higher costs. Arizona's grid is under pressure. Power demand is exploding, and energy officials are openly discussing brownouts, outages, and serious strain on the system during extreme heat. That means protecting your home's power is becoming just as important as lowering your bill. That's why families across Arizona are turning to Solar Sandy for decades. She's helped homeowners drive their power bills to zero or close to zero, while designing systems that can keep homes powered when the grid struggles. Already have solar? She can add batteries. Solar company gone? Her second time around solar program can help there too. Don't wait until your neighborhood is sitting in the dark. Go to AskSolarSandy.com. That's AskSolarSandy.com, and you be sure to tell her James T. sent you.
From the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center.
Crash on the 51 headed southbound. This is going to be at the McDowell exit ramp. They're off on the shoulder there. Then a collision on Bell Road east of the Loop 303. Got a crash 99th Avenue south of Bell Road. And a wreck has closed Van Buren between 83rd Avenue and 79th Avenue. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Day and Night Air Conditioning, Heating, and Plumbing.
Got a leak, clog, or plumbing issue? Don't wait. Right now, get $75 off any plumbing repair with Day and Night. Fast, reliable service to get things flowing again. Schedule today at dayandnightair.com. Limited time, conditions apply.
Sean Hannity.
They lied and said the border's closed, border's secure. It never was. Under Biden-Harris, Mayorkas, they flat out lied.
Today at 1.
Like they lied about Joe's cognitive state.
Listen to 550 KFYI anywhere on the free iHeartRadio app.
The kids were saying, why didn't you do this at the old house? And we lived with you.
Your neighbors have a lot to say about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation, like Beth.
In our old house, we just had the old concrete flooring in the garage and so dirty. And I decided when we built this new home that I was going to be doing our garage floors and our back patio right off the top. And of course, Galaxy was the quote I went with.
And Galaxy's not epoxy. It's 4 times stronger.
Some of the things that were the deciding factors was Galaxy's lifetime warranty. That's huge. I was surprised that not everyone offered that.
Galaxy Concrete Coatings is UV resistant with no yellowing and 4 times stronger than epoxy.
The Galaxy crew was amazing. They were so clean. They picked up after themselves. I can't say enough about them.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook.
And the movers even commented. And the movers say they see lots of these floors. So they really liked it and asked us who we used. And I told them we use Galaxy.
We are out of this world.
And now, Babbel proudly presents The Cat Chat.
Bonjour, monsieur. Yes, hi. I'm staying in room 22, and I was wondering if there was anyone I could chat with about my sheets. They seem to be making me just really itchy.
Pardon, vous avez dit chat?
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I just want to chat with maybe like the cleaning service, see which detergent they use. Just a chat.
Chat.
Please, I'm so itchy.
Un instant, s'il vous plaît. Mathis, j'ai un client qui demande un chat.
Oh, my goodness. I thank you. It's just a chat, really just a...
Voilà.
What?
Sir, you requested a cat to scratch you.
Traveling mistakes can really be absurd. Learn to speak like the locals with Babbel, and no one will mistake your chat for a cat.
Sir, please. Your cat.
Get up to 50% off on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com to get up to 50% off. BABBEL.com.
Introducing healthcare coverage with care built in. AZ Blue does more than pay for care. We help deliver it. Prosano Health Plans by AZ Blue give you exclusive access to Prosano Healthcare Centers. With 10 convenient locations and $0 healthcare at Prosano Healthcare Centers included in the premium, you'll get more care from your health plan. Prosano Health Plans by AZ Blue. Learn more at azblue.com/Prosano Plans. That's azblue.com/Prosano Plans.
Before Arizona heat turns unbearable, get your AC ready with Ace Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Whether you need an AC tune-up, fast repair, or a new energy-efficient system, Ace helps keep your home cool, comfortable, and efficient all summer long. Beat the rush. Call Ace today at 602-536-4475 for free estimates and expert service. That's 602-536-4475. Or visit us online at acehomeaz.com. Acing Arizona's comfort needs since '94.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
We all have someone we love, like the favorite lyric in our favorite song. You can't imagine life without them. So tell them today, I love you. Get screened. It could help save their life. Visit cancer.org/getscreened to learn more.
One stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
It's Garrett Lewis. If you are feeling this intense heat in your home, it's probably your windows. It's time to replace them. Now, don't get nervous. You want phenomenal windows at incredibly low prices? You got to go local. Advanced Window Products. They build their windows right here in the Valley, in Tolleson. And because Advanced Window Products manufactures its own windows right here in the Valley, there's no middleman markup. You get the best prices and you get the best turnaround times. If you've gotten quotes from other window companies, you'll be shocked at how affordable Advanced Window Products windows are. And Advanced Window Products custom builds windows for your exact home. And because they're made locally, they're designed for our desert temperature swings. So take advantage of their summer special. Get $2,500 off when you buy 10 windows or more. Call today, 480-764-2002, 480-764-2002, and go to advancedwindows.com.
This is Sarah Spain with the latest from iHeart Women's Sports.
Presented by Capital One.
Boston guard captain Charlotte North, arguably the biggest star of the Women's Lacrosse League, tore her Achilles tendon on Saturday during a WLL game against the California Palms in Charlotte, North Carolina. In a press release on Tuesday, USA Lacrosse said North had surgery Monday and will miss the remainder of the season as well as the upcoming World Lacrosse Women's Championship in Tokyo. For more women's sports stories, subscribe to Good Game with Sarah Spain on iHeart Podcasts. As a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports, Capital One helps you stay connected to top female athletes and earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining, entertainment, and at grocery stores with the Capital One Saver Card. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. Visit CapitalOne.com for details.
Joy is essential and it's also elusive. But now, there's a new and exciting way to start your journey toward a more joyful existence. Joy 101. It's a new podcast hosted by me, Hoda Kotb. If you're craving inspiration to maximize your joy, tune into these candid, uplifting, and moving on-air chats. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Joy 101, and listen now. Joy 101 with Hoda Kotb is presented by CVS.
Get Hannitized today at 1 with Sean Hannity. Tell your smart speaker to play 550 KFYI.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus 550 KFYI.
Why don't you turn this down, Pablo?
KST,
This is a jam,
the
baby.
free iHeartRadio app. World Cup Soccer starts today.
Football.
This has all the hallmarks of a story that sounds shocking at first, but really shouldn't surprise anyone at all. Anyone who's paying attention. The sales pitch is always the same. Host the World Cup. Host the Olympics. Host. Billions of dollars going to pour into the city. Politicians promise economic growth. Consultants produce glossy reports. Civic leaders talk about global prestige. And then reality shows up.
Nobody gives a damn about soccer in
the United States. In the United States. Apparently, it's very popular everywhere else in the world.
Right.
But not in
countries.
Not in the United States.
S-hole countries.
Now,
and by
careful.
S-hole countries, I mean any country that hasn't put a man on the moon.
But come on now. You can't just go off that hard on them. I mean, a lot of these countries, the people are, they're not rich. People are poor, so they just kind of tie clothes
so they
together
kick
to
a
create
ball
a
in the
ball.
dirt and they call it a
everybody can play
sport.
the ball. And, and these players grew up, some of them really grew up to be very skilled athletes. I used to mock soccer until I played soccer in Sierra Leone, West Africa. It's the only place I really ever played soccer. These people were they couldn't play basketball. But they could, boy, holy cow,
They're
they
some
could
of
move
the
that
best
ball.
athletes in the world.
Yes.
But my whole life, every 4 years, it's the same thing. This is the World Cup that's going to captivate America, and America's really going to football is going to replace football in America, and we got to listen. And look,
you like football, don't you, Pablo?
Football international? Nope. I like football americano, which we call NFL.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the thing: soccer, it's great. The World Cup's nice.
Nice.
But
Dude,
it's
the World
fun.
Cup is
yes,
exciting.
I get it. It's the biggest tournament in the world. It's also full of corruption.
Yeah,
you know what games I'm going to watch?
What you going to watch?
The ones with America.
I first became a huge fan when I was in Sierra Leone and they had an Africa team. I think it was Cameroon that was in it. And all of the continent was back in Cameroon. And we weren't even in a city. And they were able to get in videotapes days later, but you could listen by the radio. It's so exciting. I really got into it. Then I came back here, and then I wasn't as excited until a World Cup would come around. Then I could kind of follow it, but it hasn't caught.
Right, and it never will. It never will in America.
I agree with Aaron. They never will.
I mean, look, yeah, it's nice. More people care about the frickin' WNBA than they care about World Cup. So,
Stop it.
You're going to see. Here, all right, today there's a game.
Mm-hmm.
Mexico versus South Africa.
Okay.
I'm sure it will be very well attended. Ratings will be high. Tomorrow night, big game. America plays against Paraguay. I'll probably end up watching that game.
You know what the
if
problem
I'm not
is?
on a flight to Vegas to watch hockey, to watch Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. But, okay, on Sunday, Japan plays the Netherlands. You think anybody in the greatest nation on earth gives a hot damn? And I know, hit me up on the talk box.
Well,
I've played soccer for you. Don't know what you're talking. Nobody cares.
My friend's daughter's fiance used to play for Netherlands, so they'll probably watch. There's at least two people that'll probably watch it here.
I'm looking now. This is supposedly the biggest sporting event in the world, right? We hear about it every 4 years. All right. Would you like to go to the the Korea Republic? That's South Korea versus Czechia World Cup game. You can get in for $250 a ticket. That is not that. Yeah. Now, you want to go to see United States versus Paraguay? You're going to drop a cool $1,000 easily.
All right, here's the deal. I mean, the lesson isn't that the World Cup is bad. It's not.
Australia versus Turkey. You want to go to that game?
You know what? The World Cup.
$180.
This is an incredible sporting event. It really is. The lesson here is that governments have a habit of overselling it. You bring it to the United States because everybody wants it to be big, but it's not. You would get more coverage, more attendance, more enthusiasm if it were in a country where soccer was the sport. Mm-hmm. It's not the sport here. It's not number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is it?
Do you know the games that are going to be heavily attended? As I'm looking at the secondary market ticket prices.
Okay.
The countries where all the illegal immigrants in the United States are from, the prices are insane. Almost $1,000.
So what are you saying? You're saying that they know that the illegals going to try to bone up to get to these games?
But
maybe they should have ICE out there.
You can get Iran, New Zealand tickets for under $200, which for the marquee sport, I mean, that's way less than it costs to go to a random Sunday NFL game.
What are you telling me? You're telling me that the team.
I'm just standing on facts. I said what I said. Tickets are incredibly high for the games that feature the countries there. We have millions of illegal aliens in this country.
Well, what do we do if we have ICE out there that may have an impact on attendance? We don't want these cities to lose even more money, do we?
I'm just spitting facts, yo.
Coming up next, we have our next Meet the Candidate series. We have Tom Horn, the superintendent of public instruction, incumbent in the center ring.
$800 to go watch Senegal play a game in the World Cup.
ICE. Being hurt in an accident could change your life in an instant. And when that happens, you deserve to be empowered, not pushed around by an insurance company. That's why I always tell you to call Sweet James. One of our listeners was seriously hurt in a motorcycle accident and couldn't believe the lowball offer the insurance company tried to get away with, so he called Sweet James. The attorneys to Sweet James immediately stepped in, helping him get the medical care he needed to recover as quickly as possible and get back on that bike. Then they went to work fighting for him and delivered a $400,000 win. If you are ever hurt in an accident, you need a team of local attorneys with the care, skill, and resources to fight for you. Compensation matters, but so do compassion, justice, and having someone in your corner. Sweet James brings over 500 trials of experience to every case, big or small. That's why they win 98% of the time, and they win big. They can't guarantee the outcome, but they can make sure you're not facing this alone. Sweet James, 800-9-million. That's 800-9-million, or visit them at sweetjames.com.
Some floors of the Pentagon have been evacuated due to a hazardous materials incident. That's according to multiple reports. Pentagon spokesman Sean Parnell confirmed that systems within the Pentagon have detected an air quality issue necessitating precautionary measures. President Trump is issuing a new warning to Iran. In a post on Truth Social, Trump warned the U.S. will hit Iran very hard tonight, while also threatening to take over Iran's oil infrastructure points. Arizona lawmakers are expected to vote on next year's state budget today. The spending plan would be over $18 billion and includes nearly $1.5 billion in tax relief over 4 years. The agreement would also make Arizona the first to adopt President Trump's federal tax cuts at the state level. The legislature hopes to have the package on Hobbs's desk by the end of the day. A man is heading to prison for damaging a dinosaur sculpture at the Phoenix Art Museum. The Maricopa County Attorney's Office said yesterday Todd Maddox has been sentenced to more than 4 years behind bars and must pay $23,000 in restitution. Prosecutors say Maddox admitted to drinking and using drugs. And now here's a check of your traffic.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
Crash on the 51 headed southbound. This is going to be at the McDowell exit ramp. They're off on the shoulder there. Then a collision on Bell Road east of the Loop 303. Got a crash 99th Avenue south of Bell Road. And a wreck has closed Van Buren between 83rd Avenue and 79th Avenue. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by London Gold.
This is the best season for the best jewelry at the best prices. Visit London Gold in Scottsdale, Arrowhead, Chandler, or londongold.com and get your sparkle on.
America is turning 250, and iHeartRadio is celebrating with $250,000 in cash. Weekdays through July 4th, listen for your chance to win $2,500 so you can take the ultimate American getaway with iHeartRadio.
Sponsored by Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys. Happy birthday, America. It's Kevin Rowe from Lerner & Rowe, and we're giving you a shot at even more money to discover America. Go to KFYI.com now and register to win $2,500 from Lerner & Rowe. Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Dial 977-1900.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena, streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
And you can be there
for a weekend full of superstar performances. Capital One cardholders, pre-sale is live right now.
Your first access to iHeartRadio Music Festival tickets.
Plus the chance to add an access pass for an exclusive pre-concert event
with Weezer.
48 hours while they last. Get yours at iHeartRadio.com/Capital One.
You know, for most of us, when it comes to health, wellness, fitness, nutrition, longevity, if you have fatigue, bloating, brain fog, well, it's not just about getting older. You know what? They can be messages that your body is sending you. That's where Viome comes in. It is a simple, at-home gut health test that uses advanced RNA technology to understand how your body is really functioning. Go to Viome.com/Hannity. That's VIOME.com/Hannity. And if you use the promo code Hannity50, you get $50 off.
Why isn't everyone doing this? That's the number one question we get at Life Changer Loan. You see, if you have great credit and are good with your money, there is zero reason to be in a traditional mortgage. I don't care what the rate is. Our clients pay off in just a few short years because they do their banking inside their mortgage. Skeptics welcome, because it's not magic. It's just math. So check us out at lifechangerloan.com. That's lifechangerloan.com.
Arizona Mortgage Broker number MB1002031, NMLS number 1863775. Life Changer Loan Corp is an equal housing lender.
When the news overwhelms, clarity matters. NBC News looks deeper and listens wider. Clear reporting, free from opinion. NBC News, reporting for America.
With a Harvest Right freeze dryer, it's not just about preserving fruits and vegetables. Freeze dry full meals, dairy, eggs, and meats, even ice cream and candy. And keep them fresh for years. Visit harvestright.com. That's harvestright.com.
If you're suffering from stabbing pain, numbness, tingling, or burning in your arms, legs, hands, or feet, you may be experiencing peripheral neuropathy. If you or a loved one is suffering from neuropathy and has been prescribed a medication like Lyrica, Neurontin, or Cymbalta, there is an alternative. Amazing research has now shown that neuropathy symptoms can be reversed in as little as 1 week. At Restore Wellness, highly trained doctors are using a cutting-edge treatment and successfully slowing and often reversing the disease without addictive medications. If you're tired of living in pain, then call 480-447-9555. That's 480-447-9555. There's no surgery or prescription drugs. Don't wait to get relief. Call 480-447-9555. The first 25 callers will receive a full exam and in-depth consultation, absolutely free.
Last year, I had back pain radiating down my right leg. The pain was so bad I was willing to cut my leg off to stop the pain. I could barely walk and had to stoop over when I did just to take pressure off the spine. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. In my professional career, I've represented thousands of people who've had herniated discs and issues with their neck and back, but never fully appreciated what they were going through until it was my turn. It's like trying to describe colors to a blind person who's never had sight. All I can tell you is it hurt like hell, but worse. My daily walk was gone, and that bothered me a great deal. Then I thought of all of you and how much more devastating this type of injury could be for you. My life stopped. I now feel your pain. Just know at Morgan & Morgan, we got your back. I understand. Morgan means more.
Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Arizona lawyer will handle Arizona cases. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Hi, it's Jim Clark, Republic Monetary Exchange, Arizona's premier dealer in precious metals. I've said for years that we have the best prices around when buying gold and silver coins and bullion. While we believe everyone should own precious metals, sometimes you may need to sell. If so, keep us in mind. We also pay the most for your gold and silver, even if you didn't buy it from us. So whether buying or selling, we offer immediate delivery and payment. No waiting. We're Republic Monetary Exchange in Phoenix on Camelback, just east of 40th Street. 602-682-GOLD or rmegold.com.
I'm back to doing what I love and more, thanks to the Good Feet store.
Do you want to walk, play pickleball, and enjoy other fun activities to stay healthy, but you can't because of bad feet? Hi, this is Mike, and the Good Feet store wants to help.
I just had difficulty walking. I tried them on in the store, and my foot felt so much better.
Do you keep buying new shoes and inserts with little or no relief?
I tried all kinds of shoes. It was the arch supports that made the difference from the Good Feet store.
Don't let bad feet, knees, or back problems get in the way of staying healthy and having fun.
Thanks to the Good Feet store, I'm bowling 3 nights a week.
Get back to doing what you love. At the Good Feet store, we'll personally fit you with high-quality arch supports to maximize your comfort. Stop in the Good Feet store or book your free fitting at goodfeet.com. Walk into any of the 5 convenient Valley stores in Glendale, Gilbert, Goodyear, Ahwatukee, or Scottsdale.
Thanks to the Good Feet store.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
The U.S. is getting ready to play its first World Cup match on home soil since 1994. Goalkeeper Matt Freese with a message for fans ahead of the opener.
Believe in us, bring the energy, and we hear each and every one of you.
The U.S. Open's group play against Paraguay tomorrow in Los Angeles. They'll then face Australia June 19th and Turkey June 25th.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup now on the free iHeartRadio app.
550 KFYI. Nothing artificial here. Guaranteed human.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app. This is our Meet the Candidate series that continues with one of the most experienced public servants in Arizona politics. Tom Horn has served in virtually every branch of state government. He was Attorney General. He argued cases at every level. And right now, he's joining us in the center ring. Tom, let's start with the issue that's generated the most headlines. Democrats in the media have been hammering the ESA program, claiming costs out of control, oversight lacking. What's the reality? Are there legitimate concerns that need to be addressed, or is this just largely a political attack on school choice?
It's a political attack. The Democrats that have been prominent on this would like to destroy ESA. But even my harshest critic from Channel 12 admits that the dollar figure of unallowed payments is under 2%, and that's not all fraud. A lot of that's innocent mistakes or forms that need to be filled out again. And for actually extreme cases and fraud, it's well under 1%. It's a lot better than other government programs. But what they want to do is they want to destroy the program. And I point out, we have a family with 3 children. 2 of them are doing just fine in the local public school, but the third child's needs are not being met. So with this program, they can find a school that meets the child's needs. And I can't understand how anyone can say that parents don't have a right to do that unless they're so immersed in ideology that they forget about the needs of the students.
You know, you spent decades working on education policy. What's the biggest challenge facing Arizona students today?
Well, the effects of COVID have been really devastating. We're seeing now in the students coming in that never experienced the COVID shutdown of the schools, that they're doing better. And I'm working really hard, and I can tell you about some of my initiatives if you want to help the schools do better academically.
Well, you know what? I know you are a regular on the show. People appreciate the fact that you're superintendent of public instruction. You want to also retain that seat. So let me ask you this. If voters are comparing your record against your opponents, what's the strongest case for re-electing Tom Horn?
Well, there are two aspects to it. Number one, I'm the only one in statewide elective office who's fighting for the normal against the left-wing crazy. I'm actually in court to keep boys out of girls' sports because the Attorney General refuses to do it. Apparently, she thinks boys should be in girls' sports. I started fighting critical race theory in 2008 when I shut the program down in Tucson Unified, who had a critical race theory program. And at the time, I felt a little bit like a voice in the wilderness. It was hard to get attention to the issue. But now with Donald Trump being president, I have a lot more help in fighting DEI. And I've told the schools, if I find out you're doing DEI, I'm going to send that information to the federal government. And as soon as they authorize it, I'll be happy to eliminate your federal funds. I led the fight to eliminate cell phones in the classroom so now they can focus on learning. On school safety, in 3 years, I increased the number of police from 117 to almost 500, and they're the best trained police in the country because I hired Navy SEALs to train them.
Quickly, Tom Horn, if people want to find out more about your campaign, where can they go?
TomHorn.com is easy.
TomHorn.com. Listen, I want to thank you very much for coming in. This is a superintendent of public instruction, and he wants to be that again. You are listening to the Conservative Circus, my friends.
Milli Vanilli backing out of America 250 is like the 290-pound girl at the bar being like, hey, I've got to go wash my hair now.
Clay Travis and Buck Sexton.
Today at 10 on 550 KFYI and the free iHeartRadio app.
We've been here 30 years, 30 Christmases in this house, and we have the traditions that most families have.
That's Terry talking about her experience with Rhino Shield ceramic coating.
We did Rhino Shield 14 years ago, and the house still looks the same as the first day. Rhino Shield really worked with me to help me get just the right nice soft yellow, and it's 14 years later, and it's the same color.
The main reason Terry called Rhino Shield is because Rhino Shield is backed by a 25-year warranty.
It just sounded wonderful that we could have the house coated with Rhino Shield and not have to worry about it again for 25 years.
Take it from Terry. Give Rhino Shield a call at 855-4-U-RHINO. Call now and receive 10% off the regular price or go to rhinoshieldaz.com.
There have been neighbors that have come by and said, did you just have your house painted? Because they wanted to know who the contractor was. And I said, no, it's actually Rhino Shield.
For your 10% off, call now. 855-4-U-RHINO. Or go to rhinoshieldaz.com.
I deserve a good education. At just 6 years old, my daughter was falling behind in school. The traditional school system just couldn't meet her needs. But then we found an ESA program. It unlocked a world of opportunity and it helped her thrive.
I love my school.
ESAs are the only option for my daughter to get the best education. But now, the governor wants to take this away from my daughter and so many other children.
Governor Hobbs, please don't take away my school.
Political ad paid for by Unleash Prosperity. iHeart's Yacht Rock Radio goes commercial-free every weekend. Smooth sailing with the greatest from the 70s and 80s. Just open the free iHeart app, search Yacht Rock, and start listening now.
Born on America's darkest day, 9/11/01, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation has been helping American heroes ever since. Heroes like FDNY Lieutenant Edward J. McDonough Jr. McDonough served at Ground Zero. He later lost his life to a related cancer. The Tunnel to Towers Foundation was able to honor his sacrifice by paying off the family's mortgage. Donate $11 a month, and you can amplify your impact with a car or land donation. Just go to their website, the letter T, the number 2, the letter T.org.
Shh, here it comes. Surprise! The people above your catering business are doing major construction, and the drilling is only during business hours. So loud.
Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting personalized discounts on a commercial auto quote with Progressive.
Also, that isn't powdered sugar on the floor. It's plaster from your ceiling.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
In a world where AI is replacing jobs left and right, here's a great opportunity to build a business that's 100% AI-proof.
Eagle Shield Reflective Insulation is expanding into Arizona with a limited number of franchise opportunities.
With over 65,000 installs in Northern California, this is a proven business built on technology developed by NASA and designed for today's surging energy costs.
This is a low overhead, 100% AI-proof business. No storefront, no massive staff, just a high-demand, hands-on service with impressive profit margins.
With record heat and rising utility rates, this isn't a trend, it's a shift. If you've ever wanted to own your own business or take control of your income,
you need to move quickly. To learn more from your mobile phone, dial pound 250 and say
franchise me. That's pound 250, say franchise me. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dialed text with more information from Eagle Shield. Dial pound 250 and say franchise me.
Let me ask you something. Has your business changed over the last few years? Of course it has. More employees, more responsibility, more moving parts. But for a lot of business owners, the insurance setup never changed with the business. Same old broker, same yearly phone call, same confusing paperwork. That's where SuperSure comes in. SuperSure is built for growing businesses with more than 25 employees, giving you one super agent who helps coordinate your business coverage and employee benefits across the year, not just when renewal shows up. They can review your current policies, help organize your coverage in one place, and even translate insurance language into plain English with their fine print fax tool. And I love this idea. Their business value calculator can help estimate what your business may be worth today, giving you another way to think about protecting what you built. If your business has grown, maybe your insurance approach should too. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com. Paid for by SuperSure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
Got pests? Call Blue Sky Pest Control. Hello, Blue Sky. Goodbye, pests.
From the Whitfield Nurseries Weather Center.
Sunny and 108 today, then partly cloudy with a low around 83 tonight. Breezy and hot tomorrow with a high of 109 and dropping down to 85 tomorrow night. I'm Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by Meadows Financial.
The trusted Meadows Bank relationships you know, now backed by expanded resources as a division of America First Credit Union. Introducing Meadows Financial. New name, same commitment. Better banking begins here. Visit meadowsfin.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
What's happening over there?
Cannot be ever allowed to have nuclear weapons.
It's heard here. Epic Fury updates. Listen to 550 KFYI on the free iHeartRadio app.
You are listening to the Conservative Circus, 550 KFYI, 790 KNST, the free iHeartRadio app, and of course, streaming live on YouTube of 550 KFYI. And we want to just thank all the people who have been using our TalkBack mic today. Also, the folks that are commenting on our new YouTube page. It's starting to pick up steam. And, of course, we want you to smash.
Yeah, there you go.
Smash that follow button.
A simple poke won't do it. Something about the algorithm, it knows the force at which you smash.
Smash it. Smash it. Of course, we have the soccer game that's going to be, we have the hockey series going on. This is game.
Wait, did you just make the mistake?
I'm so sorry.
To call hockey.
I'm sorry.
Soccer?
I was thinking hockey, but because we were just talking about soccer,
right.
that's what came out.
There are a lot of similarities, except that hockey is played by men on ice with sticks and razors on their feet.
Listen,
and soccer players, do
hockey players ever flop?
No. Well, there is an embellishment call in hockey, but they penalize it on the regular. If you take a penalty and go over the top with it, you get a penalty, and it's called fairly. They don't tolerate it. Here's everything you need to know about soccer.
Okay.
LeBron James, notorious flopper in the NBA.
Correct.
Gets accused of acting like a soccer player when he gets fouled.
Ooh, that is true. That is true. So you're saying that...
I'm saying the only thing gayer than football is you with your little man purse that you got from Europe.
Why are you insulting me?
You're the one that went on the air
do it on purpose.
Talking about your man purse you got from some European nation.
I had it made there. I want to thank you for hanging out.
A custom-made, bespoke man
Good
purse.
luck to your team tonight.
The Golden Knights.
Your Ronnie update is next on 550 KYI, 790 KNST. The Bill O'Reilly update is sponsored by InvestYRefi.com.